Stocksbridge. Only 2 changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinkers the captain with Curtis Turner still out injured, Samuel Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Daniel Deakin comes in for Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Connor Smythe who comes in for Oliver Gresham. On the bench is Alfie Wilkinson, Jack Watson, Tommy Marshall and Lewis Brown and Jordan Lemon himself. This talisman last year. As the ball goes in, almost in at near post, goes into the 6-yard area, Josh Scott can't get it down, cleared out to King, King takes the shot, saved by Townsend, low to his right, the clearance goes right back to Pettigene, he goes back to the edge of his area, King will try to loop it to the far post, it stays in play, Rawson can't get to it, in the end it's Nicholson can only head out of play, Stocksbridge survived but early pressure from Stockton Town. Ball launched long now, look, Owen can't get to the header, it's headed on, looking for Scott here, eventually Owen will just boot that one away. Deakin gets back, lofts it over the top. Morris is just trying to slip through the defenders here, and he's held it up really well, Morris. Then finds the overlap, great. Deakin puts the ball in, Rawson just can't get the volley right. It goes on target, but I think here comes the right footed ball from O'Connor. He wants players to move around and eventually goes to the far post. Owen will get underneath, it stays in play before going out of play. Ball going forward. Thompson has it forward. He'll forward shot. O'Connor will get it back, but then Stockton retain the ball. And now Gallagher wants to go past the 2 men of Charles O'Connor, and he will actually do so. Gets back, slips it back here to Thompson. Thompson hits it in, and Stockton ahead. Oh no, he's not. The offside flag is up. By Nicholson, who gets it away. Very high and loop though. And Morris got to touch on to that, and he wins it off Gallagher. Great work from James Morris. Back forward to Charles, back to Morris, into the middle to Deakin. It's opened up here. Smythe to make a run. Deakin's going to take a shot, block. Goes to Kay. Kay takes. Oh, I think he tried to slip Smythe through with the pass rather than go for the shot. Ball going forward. It goes over absolutely everyone, and back to Harker. There's a clearance that's been blocked there by Smythe, who's now got the ball in the middle to Morris. Morris controls it. He's got some space to run into. Beats one man. Then he goes all the way. He's through. He slips a great save, Harker. O'Connor's going over the shot. It's high and over the top and into the road down the street, but a brilliant chance for James Morris. Going to the midfield. Kay's have battling for it, and he got a touch on it, but it's just ricocheted out to Josh Scott, and now a counter-attack is on as it's forward to Purewall. Purewall is only going to Owen to beat here. Here comes Purewall running, moves into the box, left with a strike, blocked by Owen, goes out for a corner. It's a really good counter from Purewall, but Owen was tracking him all the way. Rossington line up, people like Reece Fielding and Cody Pryor. The ball goes short, and then a shot here from Bramwell goes over the bar. Here comes the free kick, and it's off target in the end. Took a deflection, and it will be a corner. Lead away at Workington. Jack Baxter, the man with the goal. Smythe will put the ball in. The far post. Morris brings it down. He's unmarked. It's it. Cleared off the line. Morris gets it back. Morris tries to put it back in the middle. Goes to the edge of the box. Kay hits it. Blocked again. And Stockford trying to get it. Goes to the edge of the area again. It's Smythe. He's trying to knock it out the left. No one's there for it. Did he take a deflection for a corner? No. That's brilliant defending by Stockton. Shields have equalised against Liversidge. Nelson Ogbeye has scored. That's a FA Vars match. Charles has long ball along. Headed on by Rawson into the box, but it'll be headed away, and to Morris in the edge of the box. Trying to find space. Deakin's trying to find space now. The pass getting to him, but a good tackle. And now they're going to try to get on the counter. Josh Scott on the right, looking for Purewall. Purewall will let it go past him, but Charles have just dropped back deep, and Charles have shoved over, nothing given, and it's a fair one. And Charles is going for a free kick. He's down, injured. Ball forward. It's a great ball here. Onto the right. Consultant take the lead. Takes a block. Corner kick. Josh Scott there with the effort blocked. Taking his team. Launching it long. Goes over. Brilliant. Brought down by Purewall. Purewall, great shot. Oh, just wide from Purewall. Back for Harker, who launches it away. Headed on. Into defence. Owen will get away back into midfield, and I think they wanted a free kick. They said Owen was tripped, but he wins the ball back anyway, but then loses it. And Stockton have a chance because Owen's out of position. Ball forward, it takes a deflection, and then clearance eventually away by Stockton. Not very far though. King heads it back, and then Eagledon will head it away again, and then Kay launches it out, and then head away. Rawson didn't contest that. Head forward. Brought down here by Scott. Scott's opened it up. Left here, takes a shot. Get it! Take the lead! And that's Stocksbridge not clearing their lines, and it's been punished here as Stockton take the lead through Josh Scott. Where's he? Oh, I thought it was that. That's Adam Nicholson who got that, who'd stayed up after all the set pieces. Okay, well, head it forward, and Deakin picks it up. Deakin out to Watson. Now down the channel here. It's a good ball down the channel. Can't get the cross. He didn't get it first time. Now second time. Rossi a shot. What a volley from Lou Rawson! It's an equaliser within a few minutes for the Steels, and it's Rawson, the man who gets it. It's a fantastic effort from the near post. He gets it. He had a very head away by Charles with another throw in. Steels, well, both teams want the winner here. Got an absolute thriller going on. Vauxhall winning 5-3 against Nantwich. As Stockton fighting, and they got a stride on here. That way, looking for C. Deflection falls right to the right man, but then a great last-ditch tackle. Deflects to the right side, C with a chance. Great save, Townsend. He isn't aware. Another great save from Townsend. It's a corner kick. Try and turn this into an effective set piece. He's going to try and loft it just into the middle here. Wilton back it goes to O'Connor. Poor touch from O'Connor, and this is a counter for Stockton. O'Connor here just made a mistake. Can Stockton get through? And they get it out to King. King here trying to turn out of trouble. Well in from Wilkinson. And he's looked at his watch. And that is that. A 1-1 draw here at Brecon-Moor. A brilliant game. Well contested. Very entertaining. Stocksbridge. Only two changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charles with Jack Tink as the captain with Curtis Turner still out injured, Samuel Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Daniel Deakin comes in for Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Connor Smythe who comes in for Oliver Grangeline. On the bench is Alfie Wilkinson, Jack Watson, Tommy Marshall and Lewis Brown and Jordan Lemon himself. This talisman last year. As the ball goes in, almost in at near post, goes in the 6-yard area. Josh Scott can't get it down, cleared out to King. King takes the shot, saved by Townsend, low to his right. The clearance goes right back to Pettigene. He goes back to the edge of his area. King will try to loop it to the far post. It stays in play. Rawson can't get to it. In the end, it's Nicholson can only head out of play. Stockbridge survived, but early pressure from Stockton Town. Ball launched long now. Look, Owen can't get to the header. It's headed on, looking for Scott here. Eventually, Owen will just boot that one away. And he's got hello and welcome to the Cal Group UK Stadium as we prepare for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Gainsborough Trinity and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm the commentator Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. The Steels are continuing for their first win since John became permanent manager, having drawn with Stockton and lost FC United. And it doesn't get much easier as we make our trip away here to Gainsborough Trinity, a team that has made its fame over the last couple of years from winning the FA Cup, notably last year facing Harrogate Town, and this year even causing an upset away at Oxford United on a Tuesday night. We faced already one fall back in September with the Steels losing 2-0 at home to Gainsborough. 2 goals from Johnny Margaret was the difference that day, and he is playing again today after having had a delighted season. Let's go through the teams for you. For Gainsborough, it's David Robson, the former Steel in goal, then it's Aaron Simpson, Aaron Jackson there, the right back and left back, Bobby Johnson, the captain in defensive midfield, Charlie Parks and Harrison Beading in defence, Lewis Boutroyd at left wing, Gordon Hellwell in centre midfield, Johnny Margaret centre forward, and Frank Mulhern in attacking field, followed by Season Warner on the wing. On the bench is Fraser Preston, Jacob McLaughlin, Theo Williams, George Ojo and Develle Clark. For the Steelers, there's no changes from Wednesday's defeat to FC United. There's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charles, Jack Taylor, Sam Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagleton, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Luke Dawson, James Morris, and Connor Smythe. On the bench is Alfie Bradshaw, Tommy Marshall, Curtis Turner returns from his injury on the bench today. Alf Wilson, all the guys like Jack Watson, this is out from Wednesday night. Referee is Conor Ledger, he'll be assisted by Mark Benson and Ibril Jallo.
The substitutes are 12, Fraser Preston, 14,
Gainsborough will be the game to get us underway here.
And 17 is Develle. Next match at the Carl Brook Stadium Tuesday versus Leek on the 16th of December.
Getting underway very soon. Until one man to start the match.
The club shot and the 3 shots.
Time to rejection the referee. Who we believe it was the game against Dunstan away where we lost 1-0 in the last minute. Last time he officiated one of our matches.
Entertainment in the Northern Premier League, Gainsborough Trinity versus Stocksbridge.
So can Stocksbridge here pick up their first win ever against Gainsborough Trinity, as Gainsborough are the ones that get us underway. Gainsborough in the all-blue kit, hitting from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Seals in the claret and blue shirts, claret short, kicking from left to right. Charles has just earned a goal kick from knocking it off Lewis Boothroyd. Nice few games players we are quite already familiar with. They were often the top performers for their teams in the NPL East.
Wintry
Gainsborough has done well, and I suppose it's quite typical that here for a church team, that's how Gainsborough Trinity started, you can just hear the church bells go as the game is underway. So Townsend will now send the ball forward, headed on by Morris. Deakin gets onto it, Brick holds up well, forward to Morris, tried the 1-2, just can't keep it in play, goes out for a throw in front of the Blues Club, where there's a darts tournament happening at the moment, is what we were informed. And the Stocksbridge will want one of their players to hit the bullseye today after being given a blank against FC United.
Just in front of the Blues Club, the entrance to the bar there as he does so.
Ball thrown forward, held up by Mulhern, but it goes back without for another Gainsborough throw in.
Again with a throw.
The Steels have never won against Gainsborough. Not too many games between the two. This is only the 5th game between the two sides, but so many players, having played for both. As Deakin gets the ball forward, Rawson's going to try and chase onto it, but it's too well hit. Robson, a former Steel who made 10 appearances back in 2019, and on loan from Hull City. He'll just take it up here. The ball goes forward. And he's looking for Mulhern, but Owens won the header. It's headed on to Morris, who holds it up. Revealed to O'Connor. Gets out right to Charles. He just has to check his run, Charles, as he now sends it down the line, and it should be covered here by Jackson. It will be. He will send it right back, but won by Kay. First time pass is good to Deakin. Deakin tried to get it through to Smythe, but it's a well-timed block by Halliwell. And now Gainsborough will get on the attack themselves. Just switch onto that. And it will go all the way back to Townsend. He will launch it forward now. Headed away by Beeden. After neutralising midfield, but defence today for Gainsborough. It's back with Simpson, who will get the ball away and brought down well by Margaret. He scored twice at Brackenmore as he now is laid off over towards Jackson, who will take it forward. First pass onto the left to Boothroyd, back to Jackson, takes the touch. Morris got a bit of a flip onto that, but not enough, as Gainsborough will continue to attack. Ball on the top, Iggleton clears it. O'Connor will look to get it forward, and Rawson will chase it as it goes over Beeden's head, and Beeden will just allow it to go out for a throw-in. No side really got their foot into this one yet, as 3 minutes are about to pass.
First chance certainly for me to look at Charlie Parks. I think he's actually taken the position that Will Lancaster vacated. He's adopting the same position.
Charles will head away out for another Gainsborough throw-in.
So we've got Jackson just in front of him, just receiving the ball for the throw-in.
Back again with Jackson.
Looking to be one of the receivers.
Takes his time in, and
Buttroyd
Ball will go forward. Eagleton will head it away. Oh, he's trying to get something onto it. He did, and he kept it in. O'Connor volley forward, headed right back. O'Connor contesting it, volleys it forward. Rawson trying to get right side defender. Eagleton's doing a good job on him, and Rawson was dragging his shoulder around a bit. So we don't. Luke Rawson. Few words for our linesman. Gibril Jallo closest to us, but it will be a free kick. Rawson have to be careful not to say too many words to the linesman, else he could end up in the book for dissent. Ball going forward here, but sends the middle. Kay wins it. Then Smythe, first time pass for Rawson. Rawson, he's got 3 men round him, but he will get it back to Deakin. Deakin launches it over the top, looking for Rawson, but cleared away by Charlie Park. There's a goal in the Premier League to tell you about. Liverpool are 1-0 up on Brighton. Hugo Ekitike, the goal scorer. And here in Lincolnshire, well, the Lincolnshire team, Lincoln City are leading 1-0 against Blackpool. Owen Moylan, the scorer. Ball out to the left now, but Charles will cover that, and Buttroyd thought he'd kept that in. He continued as if it had, but it will be a throw-in for Stocksbridge. We will of course try to keep you up to date with all the other score lines going on across local fixtures and wider this evening. Charles launching the ball forward, knocked on here because I thought it may have gone off the back of Jackson there, but Gibril Jallo was otherwise and says it was off Rawson, and there isn't many appeals to say otherwise, so we'll assume he's made the right decision. Back now with Jackson. Back to Park. Launch it forward. Tuntalwana, great touchdown first, but Tink gets in with a tackle, and now Smythe has it. Smythe going forward. O'Connor's calling for it. O'Connor will get it. Smythe slipping as he does so. O'Connor volleying it forward. Awkward header sideways by Simpson before Jackson just steps in and boots it away, and it will go back to Townsend. Local goals to at Rossington Main, 1-0 on Penitentiary Church. The former Steel Silence Valladolid Collins scoring, while Liverpool 1-0 on Wombwell Town. Keelan Swales has scored.
Testing each other out to see what the position is.
Bobby Main already 1-0 down as well. Harry Railway Athletic thanks to Joshua Lockwood. Something that does end a free kick in the Gainsborough half, with Deakin getting a push in the back. We're about to pass the 6-minute mark. Steele's already a little more in this than they did back at Brackham. They were 2-0 down after 15 minutes. Johnny Margaret showing well his talent as a goal getter. You see he's hovering on the halfway line. He's monitored by Charles and Tinker. Tinker captain in the team today. As Deakin now will take the shot ball across, and it goes in over everyone's head. Morris was appealing here because he's gone down, so is his defender, and the defender is the one struggling. Aaron Simpson, but he is getting back up to his feet. So the ball will now be back with Robson to take the goal kick. Stocksbridge not really making the most of their set piece.
Experience would have told him to kind of give the impression that he was able to step away in the
Gainsborough will now get the game back underway, and will look to try and
David Robson
get the lead soon enough. I do feel like if Gainsborough get the lead, they will be winning this one. Smallville can only hit it backwards, but Gainsborough will keep possession. As Jackson slices up in the air, goes to Smythe, one of the former Gainsborough players in the Stocksbridge squad, but he passes it right to Jackson. Ball trying to get it down the channel. Tinker's pace looks to have covered that. Back to Townsend it goes, and he will launch it forward. He's looking for Rawson, who's having his arm pulled, and it's headed away from him. He will go chase as it goes back into defence, and out again to Jackson, who seems to be the game's player most on the ball so far, and he ends up sending it out of play for throwing. Yeah, kind of slow here. Well, there have been plenty of Stocksbridge players who have played for Gainsborough and vice versa over the years. It is Connor Smythe who's the only one here who's formerly off the parish. And the Holy Blues as O'Connor wins the ball. Knocks it past his well man, but goes through also and gets it back to Charlesworth. O'Connor's breaking down the right. And Charlesworth is looking to find him with a really good ball, but looks like it's a good job there done by Bobby Johnson, who's won the ball and turned and sent it away. But he's ended up sending it out for a throw in. I see Buttroyd's a bit frustrated with Johnson for that, because he would have just gone out for a goal kick had he left it. That's what they have the throwing in a decent position. And they try and launch an attack out of it, is the question. So back with Charleser. Throw forward here. Rawson tries to knock it on for Kay. I think Kay didn't gamble on that. I think he was told he was offside by the linesman behind him. It will go out for a goal kick. We'll be back with Robson for he's the person on the other side of it. That's a former Sox player, having had a loan spell from Hull City. While Thomas Smythe was here during the pandemic season. Back with the keeper now. I think someone's wedding's happening at the moment. You can just hear the wedding bells over the sound of the crowd here. As Owen heads the ball over Wilson. He's trying to break down the left here. He's going to loft it over, looking for the run of Smythe. He doesn't really got the pace on it, Smythe. It's going to look like it's going to be covered by Beeden. He's in the corner flag. Awkward clearance kept by Gainsborough, then just send it over to space on the left-hand side of the pitch. Dropped deep by Boo, tried to collect Charles. He could end up robbing this, and he does win the block, but then he's just going to go a bit too ahead of him and out for a goal kick. But it's good work from Tom Charles winning the ball high up the pitch. Disappointing enough for Charles. He worked really hard and he did great to win the ball there, but it just didn't work out on that occasion. As the first goal in the NPL Prem has gone in, as it's Heather have taken the lead against Morpeth. Gary Martin has scored. Whereas elsewhere, Ashton United have taken the lead against Bamber Bridge through Sean Newton. Back with Robson now. 10 minutes gone in this game. Sent it long, trying to get it out to the right to Tuntelwana, and he does keep it in. Well, I thought he'd kept it in. Mark Benton, and that is not the actor Mark Benton, has said it's gone offside. Throwing for Jack Tinker to take.
But it does appear to be a little bit divoted. There's a few bits of
will look to try and get forward now with the ball. As Tinker will launch it forward, headed backwards. Rawson trying to get to it, but then just knocked out for another throw in. Steele's in the right areas at the moment. And Tinker will, and it looks like Tinker's might go for a long throw here, something we have seen more of since John Lemon's time, but then just as I was saying that, a few options pulled short, and he's standing on the line, Tinker, so looks like it will just be a standard throw, and he throws it to Deakin, back to Tinker. Can't really get out of it. Right foot crosses, blocked and cleared. Goes out to Kay. His touch takes him out towards the left. Now back to Deakin. He lost it on the top. Look at Tinker. Can Tinker get to it before he goes to play? No, just skips off the grass quite quickly, and it will go out for a goal kick. Ball's just not falling right for Steele's in the right areas at the moment, but been quite positive. For Gainsborough here on the bench here for them, since the coaching staff, it's a very familiar bench to Sheffield Wednesday fans. The manager here is Russ Wilcox. He was the assistant to Brian Laws back in the late 2000s. Brian Laws has a fine reputation here in Lincolnshire from his time with Scunthorpe United. He took them all the way to the championship before becoming pretty well liked manager at Sheffield Wednesday, especially because of the Steel City double that he was able to achieve. And the other man in the bench there, you can just see, is Kevin Pressman, the legendary Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper, who made hundreds of appearances in the Premier League and then the Division 1 as it was then. And the poor ball just gives it to Smythe, and Smythe is trying to go forward, going down here, gets it through to Morris. Morris takes a touch, trying to get it out, takes a touch past the defender, lays it out to the left now to Deakin, just needs the ball in the box. Deakin into the middle, over Rawson's head, headed out to the edge of the area, goes to Kay, who's having to face back a goal now, out to Charles. The pass is not really working, so he's allowing Gainsborough to get in shape as Charles will slip as his pass goes forward, and now Gainsborough could be on the counter-attack. Boutrod switching it out to Margaret. Margaret brings it down well, out towards Tuntelwana, acres of space for the winger, and Tuntelwana goes forward, facing it with Tinker, puts it on the inside, great tackle from Tinker, they go through, ball on strike, deflection, and then saved by Townsend. It was Margaret, an improvised strike from the striker, almost followed Townsend, but it's a good diving save from him when he was already committed for the shot from Mulhern.
went through to Johnny Margetts, who
Great
kept
work
the
from
pace of
Townsend.
the ball that was initially from Frank Mulhern, and he went
But
all the way
Stocksbridge
through
almost caught
to
out on the counter-attack
Ben
there.
Townsend. First chance for the Holy Blues, still 0-0, but half chance you've got to say for the home side.
Stocksbridge do get it out onto the right wing, but it should be covered again by Ashley Jackson. It was very, very good there from Gainsborough. Again, completely improvised by Margetts, who will do that. He's just an absolute pain to deal in the box. He shouldn't have had so much space, really.
Lost possession.
Townsend sends the ball forward.
Bailey's possession.
Headed away by Johnson. Connor will try and hit it forward, but will go out for a throw.
Giving the ball away in the midfield area as he did, but
back out on the left here.
a little bit of excitement.
With Jackson, throws in with some Mulhern. Nice out touches from middle,
Bobby
Johnson to
making a
drive.
step forward from
He's a
his
bit pulled
sweeper
back with
position.
Morris, but nothing was given as the attack goes in. It will be a throw in to
The
Gainsborough.
defender was fast approaching, didn't cost himself there, and
14 minutes gone in this game. It's 0-0 here. It's Chesterfield have taken the lead against Barnet. Barnet has gone, and Barnsley have taken the lead against Leighton. Orrit, Cleary has scored. Mulhern switching it out, looking for Simpson, but well won by Smythe, the header. Back in defence it goes. Tuntelwana, the pace on him is just outran 3 different places. But it's a poor back pass there from Tuntelwana, but a brilliant tackle by Beeden that stopped Rawson from being able to pull off the shot. Rawson wanted to just get round Beeden there before taking the shot. But Beeden there with a well-timed tackle stopped him doing so. Tuntelwana almost punished for a poor back pass. Iggulden sending it forward, looking for Morris, but over the top of him, and it will go back to keeper Robson.
Then fell to the feet of Danny Deacon.
We'll just take the time with it now.
He wasn't able to take full benefit.
And he is absolutely taking his time with it as he looks to slow pace the game down. Wilson is just trying to keep him honest a bit as he put the rolling around. Turns out to the right and headed in from Simpson. And Tinker loses it to Tuntelwana there. Now it's with Margetts. He looks to switch the ball. Will find Bootroyd. Bootroyd putting the cross into the box, and then over from Tinker. Iggulden gets and clears it. Out to Mulhern. Mulhern takes a shot blocked by O'Connor. The slide and O'Connor blocking it, but back in midfield it goes. Simpson retaining it. Will send it back to Robson. Robson taking his time with it now.
So chooses the back pass.
Well, again, slow the pace down. Forward to pass. Gatton to Tuntelwana. He just peeled off there, but Tinker stepped in and is able to clear it. And then it's well covered there by Beeden. He had Morris hovering behind him. He had to make that block. Out to Jackson. That goes forward. Going down there is Bootroyd. It was a light one, but a free kick nonetheless. Doncaster Rovers have taken the lead against Cardiff City. Owen Bailey scored. Actually, I was talking to a Doncaster fan in the pub outside this ground here.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Obviously come here to enjoy the ambience of Gainsborough
Yeah.
just 2 weeks before Christmas as Tuntelwana tried to get the ball on the right wing but could not be controlled. More goals in the NCL to tell you about. But Rossington Main are 2-0 up on Penshurst. Jack Watson, who's been dropped from the team today on dual red, Rossington has scored for them. Campion have gone 1-0 on Answorth. Ben Greg Brooks banked the scorer, while Liversidge 2-0 on Wombwell Town. Keelan Swales has scored.
When you look at it, we're sat at the top of the main.
Durnan District are 1-0 on Appleby Froningham as well. Owen Filton scored while Selby. 2-0 on Abersley Red. Declan Racker and Charlie Petch have scored for Selby.
One to the left and one to the right.
All going forward and awkward touch from Tinker. Remember, actually, unless it was some Tuntelwana, it's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. We'll be back now for Tinker to take the throw in. We'll now launch it forward. Returned by Tuntelwana. And then it's Margaret trying to get on the end of it. Iggulden passes back to cross goal. Townsend has to rush to clear it. All the way back now for Jackson. In the middle to Bootroyd. Back into defence now for Beeden. And then across to Hart, who takes his time with going forward, sideways to Johnson, now over to Simpson and back to Robson. They're a patient side, Gainsborough. They will wait for their opportunity. They know their defence is strong, so they don't need to blast teams away. If they get the first goal, it's likely going to go Gainsborough's way today. Beeden on the ball now. Mulhern, who's dropped very deep back, Mulhern, and then all the way back with the keeper now, Robson.
Tentative opening nature and a few mistakes.
Now we'll try and send it diagonal. Headed on, looking for Simpson. Simpson's great pass going, ball into the middle. Charlesworth will clear it. O'Connor's onto the next touch. It's good defending from Stocksbridge after Owen was outpaced on the right there. Not the position he likes to be in there against the winger. As Norris has holds the ball, back to O'Connor. He's facing his own goal at the moment. It's Charlesworth has to just get it forward and intercepted. And a weird one back to Robson, who will take it down. Rawson will press, and he almost got the block on it, the striker. Bit of a hospital pass as Mulhern heads it back Deakin, spreads it out towards Tinker, who takes it under control. Forced backwards and back to Owen. Now Colby pings the ball forward, and Smythe will get back to Deakin, who tries to knock it over the top, but Simpson will bring it down well and clear it away. Headed away though by Eagledon and into midfield. Gainsborough will win the ball back, and it's Jackson charging forward at the moment, crossing the halfway line, sprinting well forward now. Tries to get it out to Boutroyd, misses his man, throwing Stocksbridge. 19 and a half minutes gone so far. 0-0 here. Better than it was at our place. We were losing 2-0 at this point back at Brackenmore. Thanks to that brace from Johnny Margats. One of them was just a gift from our defence, to be honest. That was the frustrating part. We knew Johnny Margats was a problem, so we just passed the ball to him in the box, and we were seemed to be shocked at what the outcome was. Warner being forced back, slide tackle from Tinker, put the ball out. Warner went down a bit afterwards. Lincoln City have taken a 2-goal lead against Blackpool, Street the goal scorer.
Over the Carlisle Street side, looking for options is Simpson.
Ball thrown in the middle. It's a really good throw here. And now it's laid out to left to Boutroyd. Back into the middle. It was looking for Warner, but cleared away. Charles is tackled as he tries to clear. And now it's back Boutroyd, boiling to the middle, brought down by Margats. He's looking for the space shot, takes a shot, curls well wide in the end. But that's something you don't want to see, is Margats with the ball in the box. We know how dangerous he is. And
his position.
He almost showed that there.
In terms of where he was in relation to the goal, because it wasn't too bad an effort, but he just didn't
with Townsend.
See where the posts were, and out for a goal kick with Ben Townsend.
So we'll be back with the goalkeeper as
expected.
The Steels will
4-3-3.
He just slices that ball out. He gives it right back to Gainsborough. Gets jeered by the home fans for his work. But then again, the kick by the fan there is not much better. He's just bashed the ball into the roof of the stand, and it's bounced back right to him. It's taking a slow time to get back before a kid eventually manages to get it back on.
To take the throw in over on the far
Simpson
side.
has the throw.
Just behind that aforementioned stanchion that is always troublesome
here. Margats, and then he gets it well to Warner. Quick
ball
into the middle, and then claimed by Townsend. Warrington Town taking lead against Rushall Olympic. Matthew Waters has scored.
Half pass. Now it's with
back with Charlesworth now, who will get the ball forward, look for Rawson. Get back out to Morris. Out by to O'Connor. O'Connor's ball forward, gets a deflection, but Smythe gets it, touch out to the right. Smythe trying to turn his man, but blocked off, and Gainsborough win the ball back. Cleared out to Jackson, who will then get the ball away. Charlesworth, very low head from Charlesworth, could have been penalised for that. As Kay, Colgan in the middle gets deflected, but Deakin wins it. Back it goes to Eagledon, who gets it out to the right. Charlesworth keeps it with a header. O'Connor heads it on. Morris brings it down to his feet. He's being surrounded though. It goes back to Charlesworth, knocks it over the top. Headed away by Jackson. Deakin will head it back to O'Connor. Now forward to Morris, who gets it down to Wilson in the middle to Deakin, who's trying to control it, loses the ball, cleared away by Beeden. Good defensive work by Gainsborough again. Townsend will come out to it. Sending it forward. Look for Deakin, but brought down well by Helliwell, and then it's flicked out looking at Warner. It's a great curling ball, and Townsend just has to punch that away. It's going to go out for a corner kick with the first corner of the game today.
All that he could do, because they've got history of seasons of Stocksbridge Park Steels, and the goalkeeper saw
Warrington Rylands are 1-0 up on Lancaster City. Clive Smith is the goal scorer.
Corner kick over on that left-hand side.
And in the Premier League, Chelsea have taken the lead against Everton. Paul Palmer, the goal scorer. With Boutroyd, who's a set-piece specialist for Gainsborough, will go over to take. Will be an in-swinger from him when it is eventually taken.
It's going to be
corner where there is just Stewart waiting. Here comes the corner, goes for the inside. Mulhern flicks it on in the 6-yard area. Rawson heads it away, and then a big clearance by Charlesworth will go out for a throw-in towards the middle of the pitch. Well dealt with by Stocksbridge in the end. So back with Simpson now as
23 minutes played.
Stocksbridge been quite happy with the way they've dealt with the game so far. Just have lacked goals at times this time. That's proven to be the case so far. As Mulhern chests it down to Margaret. Here goes the ball touched. It's looking here for the left wing.
Chasing it.
Jackson will get it back here. Cross in the middle. It's a really good looking cross. Townsend claims it confidently. It's good work by the goalkeeper. Haversley Rec have gone down to 10 men against Selby Town. Harry Holland has been given his marching orders. Townsend will get it forward. And unchallenged header for Jackson to get it away, but Charlesworth will just watch. Well, he'll go and collect it as it gets slowed. Into the middle to Eagledon. Eagledon now out to Charlesworth, who will send it forward. He's looking for Deakin, but headed away and then cleared away by Jackson. Brought down by Charlesworth. Back to Eagledon, who will get it forward. Morris brings it down on the right wing, looking for Rawson there. Bit of a slice one there by Jackson, but he gets it back in the end. He's flushes saved by Harrison Beeden, who then clears it, and he will go out for a throw-in. Heads into the bench. And something I've noticed here coming here is that Gainsborough just got a nice, lovely new bench for their home coaching staff and their team. Lovely one, looks like a greenhouse. The left one of the one that if you are about over 6 foot, you will struggle to get in that one. Charlesworth throwing is cleared away, but Charles will head it right back, headed back away into midfield again. Deakin will try to head it forward, but then head it out towards the left. Bootroy brings it down, and Charles has got a bit of a touch onto that, but it still finds its way to defence. He's cleared away and will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Worsborough Bridge are 1-0 down to Nostell Miners Welfare. Charlie Osterfield, the goal scorer. Back on the right for Charles to take this throw-in. Let's try and get the ball forward now. As that wedding still seems to be going on, the wedding bells can still be heard at the church nearest to this stadium. As he can touch on that, the last one was off-beaten. It's another throw for the Steels in a positive position.
Big, of course, gap in terms of league positions.
26 minutes gone in this game, it remains 0-0. Nothing really of note to say so far.
20th, 10 points from 10 matches away from home, 2 wins and 4 draws.
Will want to get this forward.
Quite heavily in midweek.
Launch it forward, and well, it's cleared it off his own man there, did Ashley Jackson. It came off Bootroy last, and the Steels will have a throw in very close to the corner flag. Charles doesn't normally use a long throw.
Their manager,
Jordy doesn't he?
on the post, only 7 days or so.
Going in the middle to O'Connor, trying to find it back to Charlesworth, but as he slips it through now to Morris, back to O'Connor, needs a cross in it. Here comes the cross, headed away at the near post. Mulhern will clear out to Margaret, but his touch only finds Tinker. Gives it back to Owen. He's the furthest outfield player back for Stocksbridge at the moment. He's looking to get it on the wing, but he finds O'Connor, tries to head it into the box, but it's headed away. Kay tries to return it, but that's also headed away. Goes back to Elliot Owen, who short out to O'Connor. O'Connor now will try the ball forward, looking for Rawson. There's a little push on him. Tried to find Deakin with the header, but it is cleared away. Will be a throw in again in a very similar position to where it was a moment ago. Cardiff City have equalised against Doncaster. Amari Kellyman has scored.
It does feel like it's one of those games where anything can happen. A mistake could cause
Back with Charles now. He's looking for an option. Hasn't really got many yet, obvious, but he will find O'Connor. Back to Charles, quickly closed down, and the tackle goes in, and it will be a throw-in. Pretty much in the same position it was before.
This time, of course, has been a lot of
Armford Welfare gone 1-up on Crowd at Colts. William and Duncan scored. Morris back to Charlesworth. Sideways to O'Connor, who he's going to turn and go down the right. Now back to Morris. Not a great touch by Morris, and that's going to allow Helliwell to get in on him. He's in his own corner flag, Helliwell. He gets the ball out to Bootroy, he puts it back in defence, and Gainsborough eventually do clear. I think he took a block off Rawson. He hasn't done. Look, another throw for Stocksbridge, who are keeping the pressure piled on this Gainsborough defence at the moment. Being forced further back, Charlesworth, and I think, so from my view, the biased view of course, I think I'm a bit too far back, but best to listen to the referee on this occasion. This is not worth arguing about. As Charlesworth looking for an option, but everyone's marked up. He's going to try and throw it down the right, but no one was going on to that, and it's cleared away. Eagledon will return it with a header, but then headed right back. Mulhern heads it on. He wins a lot of headers, this Frank Mulhern. Out to the right, and well won by Charlesworth. Morris flicks it back into the middle, but then it's just Johnson again. It's just staying in the air, and then knocked forward, and here comes Gainsborough looking for a counter. Mark's looking for Tunsil Warner, and Tunsil, it's actually not Tunsil Warner. Now it's Tunsil Warner who's on the ball, and he's going to go down the ball. That's past Townsend, great save by the keeper. It was actually Emran Simpson there on the right, who was going forward with loads of pace. Finds Tunsil Warner on the left brilliantly. But he was trying to curl it round Townsend towards the near post, but he makes a fantastic save. Remains 0-0. Townsend has already made 2 good saves in this game.
Of the goal of Ben Townsend, and given the height and the kind of long limbs of Cesar Tutumana, 22 this week, of course, he hit it left-footed, good effort, gone out for a corner kick.
Corner kick for Gainsborough.
He will.
The Oilers as we go at these as they go to the far post, headed away by Eagledon. It's Boothroyd who's got it on the far right side. Back it will go for Simpson. He puts the ball into the box, and it's Owen who gets the header. Charles is trying to get to it first, but it will be Jackson who puts another ball in, and it's headed towards goal, but Townsend will collect that. Well dealt with by Stocksbridge again from that second set piece of the game for Gainsborough. Now to Deacon, who's got loads of space in the midfield, and he's carrying on forward with it. He wants to run on the outside, he never got it. O'Connor will get it out to Charlesworth. In the middle to Morris, back to Charlesworth. Therefore looking for Deakin, but it's intercepted and cleared away. I feel like something just runs when they get into that position. They're too predictable and not what the midfield is wanting. It's not. As Rawson brings it down to O'Connor, shields it well from Mullen, sends it over the top, and Morris wanted it to feet though, and even though this team's played against each other for a long time, it sometimes feels like they've never played each other at all.
Control there by the top scoring James Morris, 9 goals for the Steelers.
As Leighton Orange equalised against Barnsley, a Ballard penalty. Playing that has got Orient back into that game.
He's the main goal.
Hence with a 2-0 on Ilkeston as well. Max Sheep has scored. Flicked on here by Margetson, but they will go out for another throw. Stops this throw. And Campion 2-0 on Answorth. Aidan Day has scored. While Harry Railway Athletic are also 2-0 on Maltby May. Harris Eggleston, the goal scorer.
Interesting, of course, the Stocksbridge players getting to know
ball going forward, headed away into midfield. Mulhern gets it out to the right, and now this could be another attack as Simpson is going forward. Lots of pace on the right back. Here comes across the middle, gets a block from Tinker, and O'Connor will head it away, but only to Mulhern, who's dropped deep there. And Gainsborough seem to just know where Stocksbridge are going to be every single time, as it's now out to Boothroyd on the left.
Checks back
in the midfield to Johnson. Over to Park, who stepped well forward. Mulhern tries to ping it back to Simpson, but it's out of place. It will be a throw-in for the Steels. Remains 0-0 here. 32 minutes gone. Tinker will go over to take this throw-in. Plenty of options to get into the ball forward. Back with Tinker. Launch ball forward, looking for Morris, but headed away. Just a bit of chaos in the midfield there. Everyone was going for it. The Gainsborough come out and win it out. Following forward, knocked away by O'Connor. Kay has it. Out to the left. Then back to Tinker. Tinker's trying to go forward, knocks it over the top. Yeah, no one's committed to that ball over, and it will just harmlessly go back to Robson. 33 minutes gone.
It's fair to say.
I don't think Stocksbridge have offered really much in attack so far in this game. Rushall have equalised against Warrington Town. Carter Lice sit the scorer. Dawson takes his time with it here. Launching it forward. Kay will head it away. Dawson knocked it out to the right to Morris. Morris tries to send it downtown. It takes a bit of a deflection on the way through. But Gainsborough will get to that and clear it away. Eagledon then gets through on the other side to Smythe. He falls backwards. Back to O'Connor. Puts it forward now to Smythe. He's on the right hand side of the pitch, trying to get it on his favoured left, and he will do as he gets it out back out to the right to Charlesworth. Ball forward to Morris. Morris is getting ragged around a bit, but no free kick given as Charlesworth gets it forward to Deakin, back to Charlesworth. He will go put the pass forward to Morris, who's in a central position. Not a great pass and a great touch, I'm afraid, but he still managed to keep the ball and eventually goes down, and it will be a free kick from about 25 to 30 yards out. Morris had lost the ball then because his touch wasn't brilliant, but
yeah, free kick just equidistance between
Cal went in and
the
it was
circle and the D on the edge of the penalty.
He's got a free kick for the Steels. Very central, not very good for getting the ball into the box.
Of course, at Stocksbridge, 3 players standing over. Danny Deakin.
I think maybe too far for a shot. It's actually quite an awkward position the more you look at it. But Deakin is the Steel's very own set-piece specialist, and I'm sure they have an idea of what they want to do to try and get the opening goal in this game.
David Robson adjusts his wall. Deakin's going to hit it.
He's going to take the shot. It's blocked by the wall. Back to O'Connor, who gets it out towards the left. O'Connor takes a flick in. I thought there might have been a handball from Tuntuwana there. There were no appeals on the pitch. Tinker takes head out to the right. Charlesworth will pick it up. Charlesworth out onto the right to Smythe. First time pass looking for Kay, intercepted, and then Kay, he went into the back of his fellow number 4, Bobby Johnson, and it's a free kick there. Smythe, I think, just weren't on his right foot there to put a cross in. Yeah, really, his right foot is his left. Will be a free kick for Gainsborough. 35 minutes gone. Cardiff have now taken a lead against Doncaster Rovers. Ashford has scored.
Right-footed, so it's going to go along centre field.
And then it's going to poor ball from Robson, who just pings it out to play.
It goes out on this near side, doesn't get any kind of accuracy or distance on the field. It's frustrating.
There will be a throw in here for
pitch again. Let's blame the pitch again.
Stocksbridge.
Get that roller out. As the defender launches the throw.
Launch it forward, form Finiston Churchman. So he's used to playing with teams that have the link to the local religious institution.
He just trots forward level.
That's how Gainsborough Trinity started as one of the oldest clubs in the country. Ron Springett, the legendary Wednesday keeper, as a player. Now they have a legendary Wednesday keeper as one of their coaches, with Kevin Preston there. He's gone out for another Stocksbridge Park Steels throw-in. So here comes another launch ball down. Forward, head on by Morris, but no one's there for it. That's what the frustrating thing. They have the idea of heading on, and it often works, but no one seems to ever be there. The opposite side of it. As Gainsborough looks built down the left, but Tuntuwana looked like he would have been free to go for it. I suspect he thought he was offside. I don't think he was, though. As the ball is back with Townsend.
Goalkeeper's going to kick it out of his hands.
Launch the ball forward. Margus is staying close with him. Headed away by Parks. Will be covered. O'Connor back to Townsend. Will launch it right up the field. But one away by Parks, who heads it away. Headed on by Tuntuwana. Eagledon will return it into midfield. Deakin heads it on, but then brought down quite well by Gainsborough, and it will go back to Robson now. He's going to get it out. Tinker will head it away, returned by Mulhern, and Owen will bring the header, tries to get past forward, and Kay trying to win it, and then Tinker goes down, and that will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. The home fans not particularly happy about that one. It'll be a free kick for Stocksbridge in their own half.
Flying in around the Northern Premier League. afternoon. Banbury trailing at home to Ashton. Hebden in the North East derby against
Pen Townsend get the ball forward now.
Winning 2-0 at Ilkeston, and Prescott one up against Gaisley.
So there's a goal. We've seen a goal at Prescott. They have taken the lead against Gaisley. Tony Donaldson has scored for the Liverpool Day side. We face Gaisley on New Year's Day. Ball goes into the middle. Punch away by Robson. Falls to Smythe, who's going to try and lob the keeper from distance. It didn't fall down for him to hit a cleaner volley. And you may have heard a sarcastic cheer, which tells you everything that happened with that shot. It goes over the bar. It didn't fall for Smythe there when Robson was in no man's land. 39 minutes gone here. Ball moving forward. Headed away. O'Connor then knocks it forward, and Morris will look to chase it, but he might just go out. He's going to stay in play actually. He can't chase it, but Morris is going off him. Goes to Deakin. Rawson's peeling off, but Deakin's going to find him. Back to Morris. Morris takes a shot, blocked. Can he win it on the seconds? No, he can't, but he will get a tackle in. That will be only when they tinker, but a free kick has been given for that tackle by Morris. That stops Rawson from being able to turn that into a potential shooting opportunity. Bad day for Answorth. They're at home and losing 3-0 to Campion. Paddy Sykes has scored now. Barnsley also now losing 2-1 to Leighton Orient there. Owen slime tackle, gets the ball away. It will go out for a Stocksbridge throw in. Game off against the midfield at last.
As the sun just finally drops behind the houses over on Stuart Horsley Sand, and the bells continue to ring out
on the left here as Clubthorne Colliery have gone 2-0 up on Winston Rangers. Louis Seddons has scored. Forward head into the middle, back into defence, and all the way back to the goalkeeper who left foot and launched it long. Charlesworth will get a header on it, and he gets it down to his feet now well. He falls back to Iggulden. Soldier a bit short that pass, but he will get it down the channel and fall short before he make it to Deakin. Kay will return it, but tackle goes to Deakin, and back it goes down with Johnson, who's launched it forward. But it's almost a shot there from Johnson. It had the space of one, but in the end we'll be back with Townsend. Sending the ball forward. Rawson headed on. Can Morris get to it? No, it's been held up, but Morris has won it past his man here. Needs a bit of help. We'll get back to Charlesworth. People in the box, and Charles is going to look for one of them, but Headaway if he can make it in there. Kay gets the header and wins it back, and then headed right back, and Mulhern will try to turn his stab, but Tinker intercepts and clears it. Johnson intercepts that there. That's Simpson who slipped, but he had no one around him, so he will get back up and get going with the ball again as he goes forward to Helliwell. Pass ball gets deflected, but Helliwell's back onto it. Works a bit of a 1-2 for him there. Launches a pass out to Tunsalwana. I think most of the time that'd be too heavy, but Tunsalwana's pace makes that dangerous as Owen sweeps that up and clears it out back into Tinker now, who will launch it away. It's going to be pretty much brought down by Bobby Johnson, who then gets it out to Mulhern. Swings it out to Jackson on the left. Jackson back into the middle for Johnson. Now defence, Charlie Parks on the ball. Ball to Johnson, who's dropped back deep. Right footed, he's looking for Tunsalwana. Definitely one of the danger men as Tinker heads that away. And then Smythe will boot that forward. Rawson will look to chase it and put some pressure. And it's a poor back pass. Robson has to rush out to his box to clear that away. Ball forward, Iggulden will head it for back out. Now out for Bootroyd. Out to the left to Jackson. Into defence now.
I've got to say that the pitch is playing.
And now back into Robson.
Well recovered.
Takes his time with it now and it goes into defence for Hugh Johnson. Back into defence now, and with Parks over to Jackson. Pins ball over the top. Singleton clears it only back to Bootroyd. First time pass off to Margaret. Offside flag was up, even if Margaret was able to get a unit. Townsend collects. Hello to Harry Dude on our YouTube chat. Hello from very cold and miserable Turf Moor. Isn't Turf Moor usually miserable? But I think you need to specify. I think it's a redundant adjective. Sotri tried to go onto the attack, but it's intercepted and cleared away. Townsend will come out of his box to collect that, but then he's going to dribble it back into his box so he can pick it up. It's out with Tinker now, who charges over the halfway line. Tinker's got a lot of space to move into. He's moved it into the attacking third now. Now he's trying to go, he's meant to be pressure ridge on, so he's trying to get further. Eventually, Simpson puts a tackle in, but that was well too easy for that Tinker, really.
And you've got to say that it feels as though something.
And it's now out for Tinker to take the throw.
We've got a team that are lower in the league positions, but clearly they've got a new manager.
Can Stocksbridge make something out of this? Oh, here. Too smart. Smart still in shot. Goes down under a challenge, and I think there's a bit too light for one. Stocksbridge desperately wanted the free kick, though. Stocksbridge went too happy with that, as he's back, goes all the way back to Eagledon now. He's going to return it to Townsend. Takes the touch. He's going to spin it out towards Charles, bringing it down. Left foot will try to get forward, but wider Rawson, who actually didn't realise that bounce would have helped him out, as it's going to go back to Robson now in the Gainsborough goal. Right foot, ball forward. Kay's going to look to win that, and he does win that. He's got Tuntalwana in his back as he lays it off to Smythe, and Smythe and Kay have tackled each other. And now Tuntalwana goes forward, gets past one man now. Great little pass from Dillywell out to the right. Forward now to Hannibal. Townsend's that challenge. Great save by Townsend, and he gathers it up on the seconds. Townsend has made 3 crucial saves there, but that's made by some miscommunication between Sam Kay and Connor Smythe. Both of them were at Cleethorpes Town, though not at the same time. And their communication suggests that they maybe need to play together a bit more. As Kay loses that, and the ball goes back to Simpson. He's trying to get it out towards the right, knock it over the top. Keeps it in as he gets it to Tuntalwana. And then eventually goes out of play, but it will be a Gainsborough throw. Doncaster Rovers are equalising. Cardiff City Hanlon has scored. There is going to be a minute of added time in this one, as we just hit the 45th minute.
The Trinity board goes up, referee indicates a minute of
goes forward. Owen will head it away. Johnson trying to get around a few players on the right now. He's got 2 around him. Takes a bit of a deflection, and then eventually goes. That will be a Gainsborough throw-in though. Looks like Stocksbridge will have plenty of defending to do, as Pennington Church are 3-0 down to South York's rivals Rossington May. Silas Valladolid Collins has got his second of the game.
30 seconds left to play. Goalless here. Not the most enthralling.
Stocksbridge player is.
A few chances.
Tuntalwana will take a long throw here.
Settled into a game that began.
This is one of the worst times to concede.
Nervousness this afternoon.
Jordan Lemon's team talk completely if they were able to convert from this long throw-in. Maybe that'll be one of our last actions of the half. Very high, long throw-in. Owen heads it away, and Morris is looking to turn. I think getting the first touch. Does turn, gets the second one. He's been pulled in the back. It's a free kick to Stocksbridge, and I think that's going to be our first yellow card of the game, and it is here. And it's a yellow card for Jordan Helliwell.
Considered to be a professional foul, if you like.
A professional foul, I think, is the correct terminology.
Just puts the
one of those that you probably won't get fined by Gainsborough, because otherwise Morris may well have been through.
So it was.
As now this will be the last action of our half. As we are a minute and a half into a minute at a time, Townsend will take this free kick.
Opted to take the yellow card for the benefit, the greater good.
Can he use this to make into a goal? Townsend into the middle. Robson's looking to claim it, and he does really comfortably into his chest. And that is that for the first half. It's not been the most exciting one. Stocksbridge doing well in it. They're getting the ball forward, but they haven't made a chance yet. Gainsborough have had a couple, but Townsend is having a brilliant performance in the Steel's goal. It's 0-0 here. We'll see you in 15 minutes. For Stocksbridge, only 2 changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charles, Jack Tinker the captain with Curtis Turner still out injured, Samuel Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Daniel Deakin comes in for Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Norris and Connor Smythe, who comes in for Oliver Gresham. On the bench is Alfie Wilkinson, Jack Watson, Tommy Marshall and Lewis Brown and Jordan Lemon himself. This talisman last year. As well goes in, normal centre near post, goes into the 6-yard area, Josh Scott can't get it down, cleared out to King, King takes the shot, saved by Townsend, low to his right, the clearance goes right back to Pettigene, he goes back to the edge of his area, King will try to loop it to the far post, it stays in play, Rawson can't get to it, in the end it's Nicholson can only head out of play. Stocksbridge survived, but early pressure from Stockton Town. Ball launched long now. Look, Owen can't get to the header. It's headed on, looking for Scott here. Eventually, Owen will just boot that one away. Deakin gets back, lofts it over the top. Morris is just trying to slip through the defenders here. And he's held it up really well, Morris. Then finds the overlap, great. Deakin puts the ball in, Rawson just can't get the volley right. He goes on target, but I think here comes the right footed ball from O'Connor. He wants players to move around and eventually goes to the far post. Owen will get underneath, it stays in play before going out of play. Ball going forward. Thompson had it forward. He'll forward shot. O'Connor will get it back, but then Stockton retain the ball. And now Gallagher wants to go past the two men of Charles O'Connor, and he will actually do so. Gets back, slips it back here to Thompson. Thompson hits it in. Stockton ahead. Oh no, he's not. The offside flag is up. By Nicholson, who gets it away. Very high and loop though. And Morris got a touch onto that, and he wins it off Gallagher. Great work from James Morris. Back forward to Charles, back to Morris, into the middle to Deakin. It's opened up here. Smythe to make a run. Deakin's going to take a shot, block. Goes to Kay. Kay takes. Oh, I think he tried to slip Smythe through with the pass rather than go for the shot. Ball going forward. It goes over absolutely everyone, and back to Harker. There's a clearance that's been blocked there by Smythe, who's now got the ball in the middle to Morris. Morris controls it. He's got some space to run into. Beats one man. Can he go all the way? He's through. He says a great save, Harker. O'Connor's going over the shot. It's high and over the top and into the road down the street, but a brilliant chance for James Morris. Going to the midfield. Kay's have battling for it, and he got a touch on it, but it's just ricocheted out to Josh Scott, and now a counter-attack is on as it's forward to Purewall. Purewall is only going to Owen to beat here. Here comes Purewall running, moves into the box, left of the strike, blocked by Owen, goes out for a corner. A really good counter from Purewall, but Owen was tracking him all the way. Rossington line up, people like Reece Fielding and Cody Pryor. The ball goes short, and then a shot here from Bramwell goes over the bar. Here comes free kick, and it's off target in the end. Took a deflection, and it will be a corner. Lead away at Workington. Jack Baxter, the man with the goal. Smythe will put the ball in the far post. Morris brings it down. He's unmarked. Hits it. Cleared off the line. Morris gets it back. Morris tries to put it back in the middle. Goes to the edge of the box. Kay hits it. Blocked again. And Stockbridge trying to get it. Goes to the edge of the area again. It's Smythe. He's trying to knock it out the left. No one's there for it. Did he take a deflection for a corner? No. That's brilliant defending by Stockton. Shields have equalised against Liversidge. Nelson Ogbeye has scored. That's a FA Vars match. Charles has launched all along. Headed on by Rawson into the box, but it'll be headed away, and to Morris in the edge of the box. Trying to find space. Deakin's trying to find space now. Pass getting to him, but a good tackle, and now they're going to try to get on the counter-attack. Josh Scott on the right, looking for Purewall. Purewall will let it go past him, but Charles have just dropped back deep, and Charles have shoved over, nothing given, and it's a fair one. And Charles has been for a free kick. He's down, injured. Ball forward. It's a great ball here. Onto the right. Consultant take the lead, takes a block, corner kick. Josh Scott there with the effort block. Taking his team. Launching it long. Goes over. Brilliant. Brought down by Purewall. Purewall, great shot. Oh, just wide from Purewall. Back for Harker, who launches it away. Headed on. Into defence. Owen will get away. Back in the midfield. And I think they wanted a free kick. They said Owen was tripped, but he wins the ball back anyway, but then loses it. And Stockton have a chance because Owen's out of position. Ball forward. It takes a deflection and then clearance eventually away by Stockton. Not very far though. King heads it back, and then Eagledon will head it away again, and then Kay launches it out, and then head away. Rawson didn't contest that. Head forward. Brought down here by Scott. Scott's opened it up. Left here. Takes a shot. Take the lead. And that's Stocksbridge not clearing their lines. And it's been punished here as Stockton take the lead through Josh Scott. Was he? Well, I thought it was that. Adam Nicholson who got that, who'd stayed up after all the set pieces. Okay, well, head it forward and Deakin picks it up. Deakin out to Watson. Now down the channel here, it's a good ball down the channel. Can't get the cross. He didn't hit it first time. Now second time. Rossing a shot. What a volley from Lou Rawson! It's an equaliser within a few minutes for the Steels, and it's Rawson, the man who gets it. It's a fantastic effort from the near post. He gets it. He had a very head away by Charles with another throw in. Steels, well, both teams want the winner here. Got an absolute thriller going on. Vauxhall winning 5-3 against Nantwich. As Stockton fighting and they got a stride on here. Outway looking for three. Deflection falls right to the right man, but then a great last ditch tackle. Deflects to the right side, two with a chance. Great save, Townsend. He isn't aware. Another great save from Townsend. It's a corner kick. Try and turn this into an effective set piece. He's going to try and loft it just into the middle here. Wilson back it goes to O'Connor. Poor touch from O'Connor, and this is a counter for Stockton. O'Connor here just made a mistake. Can Stockton get through? And they get it out to King. King here trying to turn out of trouble. Well in from Wilkinson. And he's looked at his watch. And that is that. A 1-1 draw here at Brecon Moor. A brilliant game. Well contested. Very entertaining. Stockton Stocksbridge. Only two changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tink is the captain with Curtis Turner still out injured, Samuel Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Daniel Deakin comes in for Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Connor Smythe who comes in for Oliver Gresham. On the bench is Alfie Wilson, Jack Watson, Tommy Marshall and Lewis Brown and Jordan Lemon himself. This talisman last year. As well goes in, almost in at near post, goes into the 6-yard area, Josh Scott can't get it down, cleared out to King, King takes the shot, saved by Townsend, low to his right, the clearance goes right back to Pettigene, he goes back to the edge of his area, King will try to loop it to the far post, it stays in play, Rawson can't get to it, in the end it's Nicholson can only head out of play, Stockbridge survived but early pressure from Stockton Town. Ball launched long now, look, Owen can't get to the header, it's headed on, looking for Scott here, eventually Owen will just boot that one away. Deakin gets back, lofts it over the top. Morris is just trying to slip through the defenders here, and he's held it up really well. Morris then finds the overlap. Great. Deakin puts the ball in. Rawson just can't get the volley right. It goes on target, but I think here comes the right footed ball from O'Connor. He wants plays to move around and eventually goes to the far post. Owen will get underneath. It stays in play before going out of play. Ball going forward. Thompson had it forward. He'll forward shot. O'Connor will get it back, but then Stockton retain the ball. And now Gallagher wants to go past the two men of Charles O'Connor, and he will actually do so. Gets back through, slips it back here to Thompson. Thompson hits it in, and Stockton are ahead. Oh no, he's not. The offside flag is up. By Nicholson, who gets it away. Very high and loop though. And Morris got to touch on to that, and he wins it off Gallagher. Great work from James Morris. Back forward to Charles, back to Morris, into the middle to Deakin. It's opened up here. Smythe to make a run. Deakin's going to take a shot, blocked. Goes to Kay. Kay takes. Oh, I think he tried to slip Smythe through with the pass rather than go for the shot. Ball going forward. It goes over absolutely everyone and back to Harker. There's a clearance that's been blocked there by Smythe, who's now got the ball in the middle to Morris. Morris controls it. He's got some space to run into. Beats one man. Can he go all the way? He's through. He slips a great save, Harker. O'Connor's going over the shot. It's high and over the top and into the road down the street, but a brilliant chance for James Morris. Going to the midfield. Kay's have battling for it, and he got a touch on it, but it's just ricocheted out to Josh Scott, and now a counter-attack is on as it's forward to Purewall. Purewall is only going to Owen to beat here. Here comes Purewall running, moves into the box, left of the strike, blocked by Owen, goes out for a corner. It's a really good counter from Purewall, but Owen was tracking him all the way. Rossington line up, people like Reece Fielding and Cody Pryor. The ball goes short, and then a shot here from Bramwell goes over the bar. Here comes the free kick, and it's off target in the end. Took a deflection, and it will be a corner. Lead away at Workington. Jack Baxter, the man with the goal. Smythe will put the ball in. The far post. Morris brings it down. He's unmarked. It's it. Cleared off the line. Morris gets it back. Morris tries to put it back in the middle. Goes to the edge of the box. Kay hits it. Blocked again. And Stocksbridge trying to get it. Goes to the edge of the area again. It's Smythe. He's trying to block it out the left. No one's there for it. Did he take a deflection for a corner? No. That's brilliant defending by Stockton. Shields have equalised against Liversidge. Nelson Ogbeye has scored. That's a FA Vars match. Charles has long ball along. Headed on by Rawson into the box, but it'll be headed away, and to Morris in the edge of the box, trying to find space. Deacon's trying to find space now. The pass getting to him, but a good tackle, and now they're going to try to get on the counter. Josh Scott on the right, looking for Purewall. Purewall will let it go past him, but Charles have just dropped back deep, and Charles have shoved over, nothing given, and it's a fair one. And Charles is going for a free kick. He's down, injured. Ball forward. It's a great ball here. Onto the right. Consultant take the lead, takes a block, corner kick. Josh Scott there with the effort block. Taking his team. Launching it long. Goes over. Brilliant. Brought down by Purewall. Purewall, great shot. Oh, just wide from Purewall. Back for Harker, who launches it away. Headed on. Into defence. Owen will get away. Back in the midfield. And I think they wanted a free kick. They said Owen was tricked, but he wins the ball back anyway, but then loses it. And Stockton have a chance because Owen's out of position. Ball forward. It takes a deflection and then clearance eventually away by Stockton. Not very far though. King heads it back, and then Eagledon will head it away again, and then Kay launches it out, and then head away. Rawson didn't contest that. Head forward. Brought down here by Scott. Scott's opened it up. Left here, takes a shot. Take the lead! And that's Stocksbridge not clearing their lines, and it's been punished here as Stockton take the lead through Josh Scott. Was he? Well, I thought it was that. Adam Nicholson who got that, who had stayed up after all the set pieces. Okay, well, head it forward, and Deacon picks it up. Deacon out to Watson. Now down the channel here. It's a good ball down the channel. Can't get the cross. He didn't hit it first time. Now second time. Rossi a shot. What a volley from Lou Rawson! It's an equaliser within a few minutes for the Steels, and it's Rawson, the man who gets it. It's a fantastic effort from the near post. He gets it. He had a very head away by Charles with another throw in. Steels, well, both teams want the winner here. Got an absolute thriller going on. Vauxhall winning 5-3 against Nantwich. As Stockton fighting, and they got a stride on here. Outway looking for three. Deflection falls right to the right man, but then a great last-ditch tackle. Deflects to the right side, two with a chance. Great save, Townsend. He isn't aware. Another great save from Townsend. It's a corner kick. Try and turn this into an effective set piece. He's going to try and loft it just into the middle here. Wilton back it goes to O'Connor. Poor touch from O'Connor, and this is a counter for Stockton. O'Connor here just made a mistake. Can Stockton get through? And they get it out to King. King here trying to turn out of trouble. Well in from Wilkinson. And he's looked at his watch. And that is that. A 1-1 draw here at Brecon-Moor. A brilliant game. Well contested. Very entertaining. Stocksbridge. Only two changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tink as the captain with Curtis Turner still out injured, Samuel Kay, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Daniel Deakin comes in for Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Connor Smythe who comes in for Oliver Grangeline. On the bench is Alfie Wilkinson, Jack Watson, Tommy Marshall and Lewis Brown and Jordan Lemon himself. This talisman last year. As the ball goes in, almost in at near post, goes into the... we're back here at the Cal Group UK Stadium, otherwise known as Norfolk, for this Northern Premier League match between Gainsborough Trinity and Stocksbridge Park Steels and the commentator Adam Allcroft. And we are sponsored by R&R Car Van Hire, which is currently 0-0 here, and not the most fascinating match of all time so far, as we were just waiting for Gibril Jallo, the linesman, to get back in position. And he is, so we will have the game get underway shortly. And here we go for the second half.
Kick-off
So
by
we'll go for the team shortly.
this time.
Kick-off is booted right out for a goal kick. So Gainsborough will get the game back underway from the goal kick. It's an all-blue kit for Gainsborough, kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the claret shirts, claret shorts and claret socks with blue trim from right to left. So Gainsborough Trinity, there's no change at the break, so it's David Robson in goal, then Aaron Simpson, Ashley Jackson, Bobby Johnson, Charlie Parks, Harrison Beeden, Lewis Bouchoy, Jordan Helliwell, Johnny Margaret, Frank Mulhern and Cecil Tuntalwana. On the bench is Fraser Preston, Jacob McLaughlin, Theo Williams, George Hornshaw and Javel Hall. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Sam Kay, Elliot Owen, Danny Deakin, Paul Eagleton, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Norris and Connor Smythe. On the bench is Alfie Bradshaw, Tommy Marshall, Curtis Turner, Alfie Wilson and Oliver Grosland. Gainsborough just have a throw in their home half at the moment. Stocksbridge is back on the ball though, they won the ball back after that throw in. Tinker on it, sends the ball forward, looks smart, but cleared away from him. Deakin wins the ball though, and back to Kay. Now O'Connor, who gets the ball forward, but Morris can't get to it. It is cleared out. Eagleton will head away. Now goes to Charlesworth, who knocks it forward to Kay. Back out to the right to O'Connor. Some nice players. Charlesworth now sends it down here as Morris will try and break through the gap here. It's been well covered here by Jackson, who will then just rosette it. Actually stayed in. Oh no, it didn't stay in. It killed back in, but I think Charlesworth wanted to carry on that, but it's got out of play. So even though Stocksbridge would have had the ball and kept the advantage, that doesn't matter. There's no advantage from the ball going out of play. So before half-time came, there was a goal over in Penistone, the Penistone game. They're now losing 3-1 to the rest of the remain. Nathan Keithley has got one back for Penistone. They had a great performance. The player went down on the right wing. It was Smythe, but there was no free kick given as the ball is cleared away now. Eagleton will return it forward. Coming off the back of Morris, but cleared away at the second attempt. Margaret will chase it, but Owen gets it forward into the field. A bit shaky there in midfield, and then it's switched over to Simpson. Not forward, looking, gets to Mulhern. Great hold-up player, Mulhern, as he gets it back to Simpson. Tackle goes in, but he will keep the ball. Back to Helliwell, he's on a booking Helliwell. Now it's over now to the left with Jackson. Ball into the middle, and Simpson with a header, and then it's awkward, it's in the box. Mulhern with a strike cleared and blocked. Tinker's still in the area, his own area. He goes backwards before clearing out for a throw-in. Bit of panic there for the Steels, but they dealt with it well in the end.
Certainly some
Mulhern
determination,
holding it up, being forced back,
inventiveness, just to get the
back
ball
into
the box.
defence.
As Harrison Beeden to keep
Back it goes to Robson.
Ball goes back with David Robson.
Taking his time, then gets it out towards the right, looking for Simpson. Tinker will head away, Deakin knocks it over the top, and Wilson just left that one there. As it goes to Mulhern, unchallenged. Now Tuntalwana, it's a space, takes a shot left footed. Brilliantly powerful shot over the bar. Townsend would have had no chance if that was on target. Yeah, I did not realise that is a traction engine of a shot from Tuntalwana. Townsend, I think, is urgent. Right, you've got to close him down now, because if he can do that, God knows what he's going to be able to do if he hits it on target.
Gave a good shot, probably 25 yards or so out, and something to get excited about. Goal kick now for Ben Townsend. He
Ball
hits it
going
right
forward
footed.
here. Headed away by Tuntalwana. Ingleton
It back again.
will return
Cleared
it.
again by the defender.
Comes off the back of Morris. Rawson challenge for it.
Jackson's up
Pick it
for
down,
it.
gets it out
He's
to the
been
left to
challenged by
Deacon.
Rawson.
Deacon continuing
Now on
down the
left-hand
left.
side is
He's got Art on the
Danny
left,
Deacon.
but he's going to
He
go
knocks
back
it
to
inside
O'Connor.
Alex
And back to
O'Connor.
Deacon.
Deacon back with
Takes
it.
the touch,
Left
cross
footed.
into the middle,
Over
looking
on
for
this near
Rawson.
side.
Rawson can only head it up into
Rawson
the air. He's
just,
trying to challenge it on the edge of
knocks
the
it
area,
back,
but
and Bobby
well
Johnson,
won
though, has
by
it
Bobby
takes it
Johnson.
out, under his feet from the
Now here, Tuntalwana gets back forward, finds Mulhern. Mulhern being forced backwards here. Out to the left of Tuntalwana. Ball forward, he's taken out there, Tuntalwana. And it looks like Stocksbridge will get their first booking of the game. Tom Charlesworth getting the yellow card. And I think it is a fairly well deserved one. So Steele's on a free kick to defend from about 40 yards out. I can assure you those police sirens are not for Tom Charlesworth's booking.
Crumpled in a heap over on the far side.
May have heard his dad there barracking him. Here comes the left foot by Bouchoy, ball into the middle. Goes over, touch there from Margus, but he can't get it on target.
On the edge of the box.
It's still in the box before Kay boots it away. Morris holding it up, out to left to Deacon. Deacon, could he switch it for Smart? He said he's going to send it down the line for Morris, and maybe that's just going to be able to dealt with here.
Simpson's coming over, he's going to
he
cut
clears it
out.
away.
He clears it,
And then head on for it goes to
Johnson
Kay.
Frank Mulhern.
Tinker gets hold of it, and then he loses out on that one to Bobby Johnson. He goes down under pressure, no free kick given despite the appeals of Mulhern. Owen clears it out, Deacon can't get a touch on it, and eventually Morris with a block of clearance, it will go out for Gainsborough. Gainsborough much improved in this half, 51 minutes
A
gone.
little bit of determination and some more pace into the tackle. Simpson though
back
has
up here.
Momentum needs to be kept up by the Hoolies. That's what Russell wants. He sent the players
Alford
out
gets
early
it
for the
back.
second half. It was a disappointing first
To the
half.
midfield it goes as Mulhern has to get back in the finds Tuntalwana again. Out to the right to Simpson. Simpson here putting the ball in the middle. Owen will head it away and it will go out for a throw into Gainsborough. They really have become a lot better, Gainsborough, in this second half. Rossington Main 4-1 up on Pennington Church. Reece Fielding has scored. The former Stocksbridge defender. And Club Fun College 3-0 on Winston Rangers from Mark Newsham. Games back underway, Simpson on the ball, putting the ball into the box, and Games will get the first touch on it. That's right, Tuntalwana just can't get the touch. Now he's out wide and got it, puts the cross in blocked, corner kick to Gainsborough. Dominic Creamer has made it 3-0 to Harrogate Railway against Maltby Main. Out to the right here. A short option here, and he's going to take it here as Jackson goes in. Back here comes across towards the far post. Header is well high and wide. He just got it wrong there. I'm not entirely sure who it was who got that header, but he just ended up going onto it awkwardly, and he goes high and wide. Still survive that attack.
The ball for the goalkeeper.
But it's worrying how much we have to deal with that during the half, because they're not sure any team can deal with this onslaught of attack that has been going on. Cardiff City 3-2 up on Doncaster. Salek scored for the Bluebirds. Goes forward. Rawson tries to head it on, but head away from him. O'Connor tries to attack, but only goes to Mulhern. He's going to just allow it to go out for a Gainsborough throw. Back now with Simpson. Far more intense games are in this half. Back Simpson, knocks the ball forward. Owen will be able to clear that away first time. Only gives it back now to Jackson. He spreads it out wide to the left. Ball forward here over the top of Margotts, but Owen awkward header away. O'Connor knocks it back to Charles if he has to run back to get that under pressure from Boutroyd, but does get the ball away. Headed away. Goes over Kay's head and then into the middle, and Mulhern will pick it up, and then nice little knockout to the right. Here to Simpson. Simpson charging down the right. going one-on-one with Tinker here. Simpson moving into the box, gets past Tinker, but Tinker then just about gets it away. Now Smythe back to Deakin. Deakin takes a touch, he's going to launch away, takes a bit of a deflection forward. He's going to fall short as Rawson's been forced well deep to try and get to it, doesn't get to it. Gainsborough back on the ball. Deakin, but 50-50 high contested ball, and then Stocksbridge eventually do come away with it. Kay stretches to keep the ball and then knocks it forward to Morris. First time pass to Rawson. This gets knocked on the left, back to Deakin. Deakin forward to Morris. Smythe on the left. Smythe continues, but then Morris is not going to get the ball here. Great work there as Morris goes one-on-one. Right foot ball, tries to get the ball, gets a deflection here. Charging on it is Charlesworth, and he's not far from getting on it as Robson collects the ball. Tom Charlesworth, who's not scored in just over a year, his first and only goal for the club, coming against Nostell Miners Welfare at the end of November in 2024. Following forward. Tinker back on it now for Stocksbridge. Counts ball forward, it's an aimless ball in the end. That will go back to Robson. Back in defence now. Parks and back to Robson. He's going to send it forward now, and Higgledon will win that header. It goes over top Higgledon's head, so it's going to be Hellywell who gets it. Now out to the left, Bootroyd. You know, he's got a wicked left foot if he's able to utilise it. He's going to utilise it. Ball into the box. Finds Mulhern on the right-hand side. Delays a shot. Goes out wide. Ball tees into the far post. A crucial clearance from O'Connor. It's a corner kick to Gainsborough, but that was massively important.
Kind of lofted it to the far post, and the defender got there first and nodded it out, and it was
going to be Bobby Johnson now with the corner.
The Holy Blues, but it didn't quite materialise. I've been impressed by Frank today. He's been the one player really that's quite dangerous. And
Steele's got another corner from Gainsborough. Right footer looking right in the middle. Header there from Tunstall Warner over the bar.
He gets rises above everybody and knocks it out for a goal kick. Another good effort for Tunstall Warner.
So the Steels will defend from the goal kickers. Townsend's just having to get some treatment here. I say Townsend's getting some treatment, and he is getting treatment, but I will say in pure honesty that the Stocksbridge team are getting summoned over for a team talk now.
Yeah, an interesting observation.
So you can make your own judgments from that.
Where goalkeepers getting some treatment. All players are now coming over to get a drink. You see this injury refreshment
so
breaks
we will
nowadays, tactical breaks.
Break now for as this Townsend is treated.
An interesting development at every stage of the game. Goalkeeper getting some spray treatment for his leg. And the referee says
we are here on the 56-minute mark. Bit early to be pulling this card, but needs most because Gainsborough are all over the Steels right now.
But all of the players have come over to this near side now to take on some refreshment.
There's a bit of shots for Ryan Pontefract. We can Matlock 1-0 at the moment.
Stocksbridge Park Steels, of course. One of the leading sides in non-league football in South Yorkshire, founded in 1986.
So Warrington Town have taken a 2-1 lead against Rushall. Troy Bourne has scored.
2025.
Rushall did have a penalty, but then again, I'm not seeing any goal work. That was a mix.
Time to guys with a controversial departure.
Townsend is back up and ready and run back on the pitch. If the Steels use that team talk wisely is the question.
Left to go.
We'll find out. But it looks like there's going to be a substitute. So Oliver Gregelack is going to come on, and it looks like James Morris, such as leading goal scorer this season, is going to make his way off. So a bit of a surprise. You know, he's switching out to the left, Morris. There looks like Connor Smythe is the one who's actually headed off. Morris has switched to the left wing with Gregelack going on the right. That's happened in that break. Ball is forward. Morris heads on. Gregelack wins the header, but it will go out play for a throw in. Steele's throw in. Back now with Tinker for the throw in.
Skipper has the ball though, Jack Tinker.
Launching the ball forward, and Rawson heads it into the middle. Morris going to get to it, got a touch, but then well in there by Eden. But clearance goes all the way to Owen, now Charlesworth. Gets the ball forward, looking for Grejlak, who's going to put some pressure on Jackson, but Jackson does get the first touch, turns it round, Grejlak sends the ball forward, and some good passing there as Boutroy backs in the field, switched out towards Simpson. It's just over here, but there's a free kick for a shunt on one of the Gainsborough players, and Gainsborough will keep possession.
An eye on that as the ball.
So a bit frustrating for Stocksbridge because obviously would have had the ball back if not for that. Well, hey, Gainsborough have a free kick deep in their own area.
Do you know who came off the 17?
Smythe
came on.
Ball forward, he goes over the top, and Tinker will clear it away, but only into Simpson. And Gainsborough will keep this pressure on here with Margaret, but then he's tackled and Tinker's with foul, but Margaret just won the ball back. He's in the box, back to Simpson. Simpson puts the ball in, cleared away, back to Johnson. Johnson takes shots, it's in one, well pulled away by Townsend. Deakin trying to the ball, but Mullen gets it. Back to Simpson, puts the cross in to deep far post. Header is off target from Margaret, and it will be a goal kick.
But it was a good effort in the end. And another bit of excitement there.
Another long range shot that Townsend has been able to deal with. Probably the best game so far this season.
Substitution a moment or two ago by the away side, replacing number 11 Connor Smythe, was 17 Oliver Grejlak.
Townsend launching it forward. He's looking for Orson, who's got 3 men on him, and unsurprisingly the 3 men have won that. Ball switched out to the right. Mulhern's not there though. It's just going to go out deep, and it's actually going to fall short, so it's not going to go out yet. And Boyne has to collect it. He's going to send it long. That's going to fall short, but Morris got something onto that. And Grejlak wins the ball high up and ricochets out. It's going to be a throw in to Stocksbridge, but there was an injury to Aaron Simpson right in front of us here.
Bit of a worrying scene.
So it's really concerning for Gainsborough. We do have George Hornshaw on the bench if they do need replacement. Simpson slowly gets back up, he's limping back into position, but no physio treatment necessary. It's actually against Gainsborough throw in despite Stocksbridge's appeals. Okay, will return it, but then just back from Perch, so it's forward anyway by Eagledon, then returned again forward. Eagledon gets enough on that, it's out to Charles, who will launch it forward, and Grejlak will chase, but it should be easier for Robson. The pitch has a bit of a bounce to it, not just a brilliance, it seems to add speed to it. That's made it quite tricky there for some of the defences, I would imagine, here. Robson was aware of it though, as you'd expect. Tunsalwana trying to ball forward, but Eagledon gets the pass forward to Deakin. Now it's right to Grejlak, forward now to Rawson. Good touch out to the right. Rawson take it down as he tries to get past. No free kick given though, as it's now back with Robson. Ball going forward. Mulhern bringing it down. Well, he's been held by Eagledon, but he does get it back to Helliwell without a problem before O'Connor comes in and robs another ball. Charles plays it away. Headed sideways there by Parks, and now Grejlak will try to get the ball, and he does get it to Rawson, but just knocked away from him. Simpson slides on the ball, and it's just going loose now, but Mulhern's back on the right side. He just allowed that extra out for Gainsborough throw-in. Liverpool are 2-0 up against Brighton. Hugo Ekitike has scored his 2nd goal of the game.
Over on this near side, he's going to throw it in.
Now the ball launched forward by Perch. It looks like they've switched to a 3 at the back, Gainsborough.
As we said, it's Trinity nil.
They were initially doing a 4-3-3, but it looks more like a 3-5-2 at this point.
2.5 minutes here at the Calgary Stadium. It's
really scored by Robson.
The surface today has been playing havoc.
As Owen will head it away, and he's going to, well, if he's kept in here, well, not kept in, he's going to just allow that to go out. He's looking good on his feet now, following being down with that injury. Ball going forward, and it's a nice touch here out to right to Tunsalwana. Puts the cross in, blocked by Owen. It's another corner.
Really nicely done by Johnny Margaret, who just
more goals to tell about the NCL. Ewan Gregson have gone 4-0 on Answorth. Answorth have been brilliant all season, now we're in a rare off day. While Parkgate have gone 1-0 on Eccleshill. Alex Wanham has scored. Outside Selby, 3-0 on Aberystwyth Wreck. And then Rampton scored a while. Armfoot Welfare have had a man sent off. Joel Learmouth has seen them go down to 10 men. And here comes the corner towards the near post, flicked into the 6-yard area. Overhead kick cleared. Appeals for a handball and not given. Tunsalwana has got it on the edge of the area. He tries shot, it's deflected. Over the bar, corner kick. Steele's just about to defend. You can see that's a little move that they have to do it twice now, where they found Mulhern in the near post, who's just flicked it high into the far side of the 6-yard area. Nottingham as well for also down to 10 men. Regan Dixon has been sent off for them.
The opportunities are there and the pressure is building. Chelsea have good possession.
Here comes the ball into the middle, headed away though by Owen. Back in the midfield, Gainsborough gone back to Simpson. He's the furthest outfield player back. Ball launched forward, headed into the middle. Owen clears it. Townsend would have been able to catch it though. Bit of miscommunication between the sides. Forward to Jackson, who's trying to get round his man. Ball going forward. Mulhern will collect it, and he's been forced backwards. Gets it forward, but well intercepted by Eagledon. Now Deakin out into the middle to Grezlak, who will charge forward in now. Out left to Morris. Morris takes a touch, forced back. Back to Tinker. Now gets it forward to Kay. Kay. Just been forced back again. Tinker, again, just under pressure. Has to go back to Owen. Gainsborough pressing from on high at the moment. Now all the way back to Townsend. So it takes his time before getting the ball forward. Headed away by Beeden. Kay wins the field. Goes out right now. Forced back is Charles, who turns and then press sent forward, but intercepted here. And sort of trying to get the ball back, but Gainsborough have a chance to get an attack going again. Mulhern. Ball deep into the box. Eagledon heads it away. Got a bit of a clattering for his work here. Kay knocks it out to the right to O'Connor. Now right for Rawson. Rawson turns. He's trying to get it down the channel, but that's blocked off. Into the middle though. Collected by Eagledon. He's taking his time. He's going to send it down the channel, looking here for Morris. Morris brings it down well. Back out to O'Connor. Goes pass forward to Rawson. Just gets it lost under his feet a bit. And there's a late one on Morris. He's still down on the right wing as Gainsborough goes forward. Eagledon tries to head it out, but then Tinker gets it out to the right to Charlesworth. He's going to send it forward. Morris is back up on his feet. Rawson just pushed off his man and he's giving away a free kick doing so, where Rawson looks like he may, well, he's now sitting up. Stocksbridge going to make another substitute. Alfie Bradshaw, the former, the on-loan Nottingham Forest man, is about to come on. He's going to replace Danny Deacon.
To pick out who was the culprit. There is a.
So Alfie Bradshaw comes on for Deacon now. On loan from Nottingham Forest, the young midfielder has impressed at times, particularly when we were away.
So yeah, sub for
particularly I think I can't remember which game it was actually, but it was a home game when he came on. He was actually at home to Lancaster City. We lost 4-1 obviously, but he came on and really impressed, especially the link-up play with Queen Marshall. So here comes Alfie Bradshaw. Deacon not looking particularly happy about coming on.
Deacon, 12, Alfie Bradshaw.
There's also a Gainsborough substitute, and this could be a problem here because Theo Williams makes his way on. He's going to replace Johnny Margis.
Johnny Margis is 15. Theo Williams.
So Johnny Margis heads off the pitch without a goal, surprisingly enough. He's scored twice at Brecon Moor. But Theo Williams will be a direct replacement up front. Mulhern tries to head it away. Owen will try and clear away. Owen gets it cleared again. Bradshaw trying to contest it, but Johnson winning that battle. Bradshaw could win this contested ball, and he does. Has a bit shaky on the ground. Tries a bit of a clever pass. That's a bit too clever, and he's intercepted. But Simpson well in from Tinker, and Kay will clear, but only back now for Beeden, who just boots that one right out of play for a throw-in. 67 minutes gone this game. It's 0-0.
Jack Tinker, the skipper of Stocksbridge Park.
Tinker will go and take this throw in. Launching it forward, headed away by Simpson. Mulhern gets a touch, but then Eagledon will clear it away. Headed back away by Beeden. Tuntawana, hold up plays nice, and he gets it out to the left to Bootroyd. He's been put under some pressure though, and will go back into defence. Sparks, his clearance gets blocked and goes high in the air, and Bradshaw's done brilliantly there to win the ball. He charges forward, sliding tackle though, Stocksbridge just occasionally is holding onto the ball a bit too long. And Bradshaw, welcome to men's football, Alfie Bradshaw. As Stocksbridge have just vacated from midfield there, and that's allowed Mulhern to go forward with it. Gets it forward now here to Tunsil Warner. Back out to the right. That's Williams. Well in there from Bradshaw. And then Kay will clear it. Johnson wins the header though, and then it's out with Helliwell. Back it goes to Beeden. Taking his time with it. As it goes back near to Helliwell. Now Beeden again. He's going to try and get it to the right hand side to Simpson, but he can't. Well, he got a touch on it, a header onto it, it goes out for a throw in. Denison Church have got a second against Ross's Main, but they're still just 4-2 down. Reese Pye has scored the latest goal. And then Baskerville put their initiative 3-0 up against Appleby Frodding as well.
A little bit more entertaining and a few more opportunities
forward. Also got a bit on that. Then Greslak flips it back into the middle to Morris, who's going to launch it over the top. Greslak will chase, he was off the pitch there, trying to get to it, being covered there by Beeden. He does get away, but only back to Morris, whose touch just allowed Simpson to get onto it. Back into defence, ball forward. Kay trying to get onto it, but back in midfield. Out to the right, and then big challenging thing by Simpson, but it's absolutely fair. He almost goes through. What a tackle there by Eagledon. Charles Hustlers rotates the left. It's going to go to Boutroy. Boutroy. Great save, Townsend. Back it goes Helliwell. He's still on this attack for Gainsborough. Ball into the middle, headed away. And now Bradshaw will take his time, and he will just boot that one as far away as possible. Morris will challenge it. What a save again from Ben Townsend.
And it has to be said, colleagues from Stocksbridge are saying it was a really super save because he had
Robson
very little opportunity to get down. He didn't know which way.
Cleared away, Mulhern heads it into the middle. Kay trying to challenge, but he missed out on that ball, and now it's slipped through. Williams was just not aware that he would be put perfectly through though. As Simpson heads it away, Tinker heads it right back into defence. Beeden here. Stocksbridge need to get a foot on this game, can calm it down because it's going quite astray and it's going in Gainsborough's favour right now, only being saved by Townsend at this point. Right, Gainsborough on the ball to Mulhern. Mulhern escapes out to the right to Simpson. Kay misses the tackle, Sam Kay. Into the middle, well timed tackle there. Eagles to the other side, no, it's outside, no it's not! Gainsborough ahead! Theo Williams was half a yard off! Like he was, you know, almost on the goal line to tap that in, but it's 1-0 Gainsborough nonetheless. The referee has not spotted it.
Thank goodness for that.
With 20 minutes left, the Steels are down.
Stocksbridge Park Steels.
And Theo Williams is the one who's got the goal, but I'm just a bit disappointed there for the simple reason of he was behind the defender when the ball went in. So that's a frustrating one after being defended so resolutely for so long. 1-0 down here. But one I would be questioning after the game.
For a 22-year-old fullback.
Back to Kay.
Who
sends it forward.
If we're honest,
headed away.
half the time we don't know
Morris,
where he's playing.
Stockton haven't really had any chance in this game yet. That's something not really looked like scoring the Steels, but they'll need it if they want to get back into it.
And he's been the hero on many occasions, especially this year.
Can Stockbridge get back into this?
And
they did against Stockton. After conceding in a very similar time.
Again today, we approached the last 15 minutes here at Cal Group Stadium.
Tinker in the middle to Kay, not to forward, charge down, that's blocked, and then trying to win again. Kay does win it. Kay going forward, flips it over the top to Morris. Morris touches, just lets him down, he's offside anyway. Mark Benson knows how to lift. His linesman flag, which he knew told Jibril Jallo that.
Just indicating that far side.
Sam Kay, I think, is the one who will be playing that goal. I think there's 2 opportunities he could have had to block it and get it out, but didn't do so.
You've got to say that it has been deserved based on the second half of the game.
That has been
marginally deserved.
Robson will send the ball headed away, knocked forward, and goes to Williams, who knocks out left to Boutroy. One touch pass and trying to find it late for Stocksbridge, but Gainsborough win it back. on the right now with Simpson into the middle. Go to Williams, trying to turn, and next move outside back to Williams, takes a shot, blocks, and it will go out for another corner.
Trinity on the front foot, you can just see they've all grown a few inches in confidence.
Will be a corner kick here.
Just playing a
Gainsborough
little bit
looking
higher, a
to
little bit smarter,
truly
a little
kill
bit
this off.
sharper. It's all
That's
coming
the goal going
together.
to Sisu Tuntelwana rather than
Is it
Theo
the
Williams.
impact of Theo Williams? The substitutes come on and he's added something slightly different. A couple of errors in the first couple of minutes, but he had a good effort there.
Forward into the middle,
And the
headed
corner
away
kick
and then
comes in
knocked away
Williams
eventually
challenging
by
again, and
Bradshaw.
Mulholland's in there too, but it's over on the far side.
Left
Crossed
ball
in
in
again
the middle,
towards
headed
Ashley
away
Jackson.
again.
Doesn't quite make it to him.
Forward and then cleared out. Back out the right, so I was trying to get it forward and
Now back on the halfway
great.
line with
Right.
the visitors who
trying to
a
get
rare
forward,
foray
but
out of their
struggling to get it
defensive
across halfway
third.
line. But the
Struggled to
throw
get out of the
he's
box.
got will do.
15
Rage like has it, he's going to try and switch the
all
ball
the
here.
Blues.
And he does find Rawson. He has to
Possession
go back to get
starts
it.
to count.
Tinker's a run on his
He
left.
is
Ball out
lost.
to left to
Knocks
Tinker.
it forward
Tinker
to
here,
Tinker, who
taking
hits
the
it.
shot. Well saved.
Saved by Ben Townsend, by David Robson, I should say. In the Trinity goal as the hit by the left back for
Now Tinker there, who's only scored
Tinker.
once in 177 appearances for the Steels.
lobbed forward by
Ball
Robson.
forward.
Mulhern has it.
Mulhern holding up really well. He's been very good at that all day.
Marler on the overlap, but he chooses
Out
to
to
go
the left to Detroit.
David to Bobby Johnson.
Into the
now
defence
with
now switch, looking for Mulhern.
diagonal crossfield
To
ball.
the right and then headed into the box and will be claimed by Townsend.
Theo Williams, but he missed and over the head towards Ben
Ball
Townsend.
forward and Morris can't get onto that header and racing on to Rawson, but it will go out to play for him. It's a throw in.
Wilson making the run from right to left, looking to work the channel. Charlie Park's doing really well there.
So back now with Simpson.
Aaron Simpson has it.
To take his
His possession over on this near side. He will look to just take the sting out of the game. Now, Trinity have what they came for. They have a
Launch
one goal
forward,
advantage.
Owen headed
It's
back
nice
away.
to have
Button
two.
cleared away.
As they
Out to the left with Jackson. Launched it forward, looks for Tuntelwana. Townsend looks to beat him to it. He does beat him to it. He's ended up being a really good pass to Charlesworth. Back in the middle, ball forward and try to get it out to the right, but he ends up going out of play. Stocksbridge can't get it going really at the moment. 76 minutes gone. Doncaster Rovers have equalised against Cardiff. Clifton has scored. Alan 1-up on Blythe Spartans as well.
I always struggle between.
Ball goes forward, but Townsend will claim that.
Physically look similar, but they are quite a different height.
Stockbridge have got the ball forward, but they just left it basically for Simpson. Tinker goes in though, lays off for Morris, and then ball into the middle, looking for Grayslack. Grayslack trying to be a bit smart again, but losing out on the ball. Back next, Stockbridge have won it back through Kay. Kay switching it, look for Orson, it's overhit, and it will go back for the goalkeeper, Robson. The goal scorer for Hallow is Brodie Litchfield, the former Steel. Kay intercepts, but only sends it back out high. I wonder if Kay might be heading off soon, but Alpha will see the bench. Potentially someone who goes off the more threatening opposition box. Kay just missed that one there as well. It was cleared back into defence. Out to Mulhern. Mulhern just escapes the pressure. He's what he's good at, Frank Mulhern. He doesn't lose the ball very often. Tinker just intercepts the ball forward. Morris going to go backwards, back to Tinker. Getting the ball forward to Rawson. Tries to hold it up, but he loses out on it. And then across to Helliwell, and now gets it to the left. Ball forward to Williams. Then well in by Charlesworth, who goes down and challenges him. It will be a free kick for a foul from Williams.
Yeah, as you join us, we're approaching the last 10 minutes of normal time.
We are close to yellow card there for Theo Williams.
1 Stocksbridge Park Steelers 0, and
Stocksbridge 1-0 down with 12 minutes of normal time to go.
more opportunities.
Stocksbridge will make substitution, and it is Sam Kay going up, and Curtis Turner will make his return after his injury,
For the Bailey Blues.
which is always good to see. Okay, his last 10 minutes has not been one to shout too much about. So makes his way on, and Jack Tinker will hand the captain's armband to him as he makes his way on. But Elliot Owen is having to take some time off the pitch at the moment.
For Sam Kay, 15.
I think he may have a head injury or is bleeding in some way. There's blood on his shirt, so he's having to have a change shirt, Elliot Owen. One that Stocksbridge wouldn't want to miss from a free kick like this, as Townsend takes it just inside the Stocksbridge half. He's having a nosebleed, Elliot Owen, as he's headed away by Beedham, but he makes it to Eagledon, cleared away. Charles will, because he's got a man in his back, Townsend will just deal with it and kick it upfield, head up into the air. Well challenged there by Bradshaw, before it's cleared out. Tinker will look to contest, heads it into midfield. Turner won the ball initially, but it was blocked by Johnson, and then Charles, I think, clears out. Grezlak knocks it out, gets tripped on his way. It's another free kick to Stocksbridge. He'll have another chance to get the ball in the box. Elliot Owen will return with a blood shirt. He's number 19 now, Elliot Owen. Not a number we usually see. Campion have gone 6-1 to Campion at Handsworth now. Ewan Gregson and Paddy Sykes have added goals to it. Handsworth did get one back through Iffy Afebu, who's now there. He was at Wool the last I heard. So now Turner will take this free kick. Knocked to the far side of the box. Oh, it heads it into the middle, but it doesn't get enough direction on it. Goes out for a goal kick. So you can see what the idea was, but he just couldn't get the connection on to get it go down the middle. Crowell Colts now 2-1 up in Armford Welfare. Robert Guilfoyle, the former contract man, has scored.
Kicks over to 80 minutes here at Cal Group, at the North Home.
So can Steele do something in this last 10?
Wait with bated breath.
As you can imagine, he's trying to burn that time down on the clock.
I think we could put 50p on that. Don't support the spray gambling.
Back with Robson.
He's
getting it forward.
Many times before.
Mulhern headed it on, but it will be throwing.
The only difference from Frank Mulhern, who has been influential on the match.
Tinker will get the throw in. He throws it short to Morris, who has to just look it over his head, gets it down. He's trying to run now, and ball does end up going forward, but he loses out on it into the field. Morris is trying to get it back here, and toe pokes it to Charles if he goes forward. Charlesworth now. Forward and to the right, back to Charlesworth there. There's no route down there, so it's going to go back to Owen. Owen here will try to knock it down the right forward. Grezlak, who brings it down well. Tries to put the ball into the middle, blocked, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. The Steels get their very first corner of the game. And it took 81 minutes to do it, and Gainsborough are going to make a substitution here as well. Jacob McLaughlin is going to come on. He's going to replace Cisa Tuan as Gainsborough making a definite move, bringing a defensive midfielder on for the winger to try and see this game out.
I'm sure. Cisa coming off, will certainly take his time.
It's a very smart light job from Tunsil Wan, which we didn't expect.
Substitution for the Holy Blues, replacing number 11.
Chesterfield gone 3-1 up against Barnet. Ian Mandeville has scored. And Barnes have equalised later Norwich. Russell equaliser. So can Stocksbridge use this corner kick? It's not usually advised to make a substitution when you're defending a corner. Can the Steels take advantage of that?
Kick for the visitors. First one in the 82 minutes of this Northern Premier League.
Right-footed corner, high lofted one, into the middle of the box, headed away there by Beedham to the edge of the area. Mulhern went through a man, and it will be a free kick on the edge of the area. I think Mulhern just went through his attacker there, and I wonder if it's just a bit too close though for a shot. That's my only concern. Alex O'Connor immediately grabs the ball. Dan Deacon, the usual free kick taker, is not off the pitch.
It's well positioned for a right-footed effort.
James Morris is also standing on the semicircle.
There's 5 players in it.
5-man wall for Gainsborough.
Jackson, Buttroyd, Johnson.
Big wall.
Being pushed back by the.
But then again, Jack Tinker's on the edge of the area. You know, if there's an idea to do that. But then again, if you were trying to, pretend that there's someone going to have a shot there, I wouldn't have Tinker as your man personally. But
the referee indicates he's ready.
There's a bit of argument there. They're saying they're not 10 yards back, the wall. O'Connor's going to take it.
Takes it.
Well saved by Robson.
Good effort by Alex O'Connor.
Keeps it on target. He's actually the save ended up behind the pillar to our left. Yeah, but it's
good pace on
well saved in the end. Did well to get it round the wall.
Midriff, and not a lot of danger.
Cleared away by Stocksbridge, the ball went forward out to O'Connor.
Breaks forward again.
He's just done well to keep it out of James' possession. Back to Graves, like trying to knock it round his man, but ends up losing it out to it to McLaughlin. Stocksbridge win it back. Trying to get on the attack now. Now launch forward, looking for Rawson. Headed away. That's to the right. Oh, it looked like it could have been a high foot from Alfie Bradshaw then, but it's not penalised. Stocksbridge will make a double substitution. Alf Wilkinson and Tommy Marshall are about to make their way on. Not sure who's going on. One of them is going to be James Morris going off. Stocksbridge's leading goal scorer. And what's behind? Sure, who else is in the office? I think James Morris is making that. So it's Charlesworth. So it's going to be a 3-4-3 now for the Seals, with Charlesworth going off as they look to chase a point in this one.
16, of course, coming on as well. So it's not 15, isn't it? 16.
So Tommy Marshall and Alf Wilkinson. All substitutions now on for the Steel.
For the Steel, replacing 2 Tom Charlesworth and 10 James Morris. Alfie Wilkinson, 16.
Heading into the 6-yard area, you know if you get onto it, Mulhern clears. Dangerous for a moment. Marshall's face as Jack Tinker's going to go for the long throw here. The ball launched into the box, headed away though, and then Mulhern gets the second header away. It's headed out to the left again to Tinker, who brings it down, right for the ball, into the box. Eagleton's going to charge it, gets the header on target, saved by Robson. Tottenham are finally getting some shots on target and making Robson work for his money today. It's just can they get one that's in the either direction of him. O'Connor sticks it forward, looks for Rawson, headed away, headed on, but then well done there by Theo Wounds there, who looked over, goes into trouble now play for a throw-in.
Knocks it out, a bit of pace about him, and certainly injected something a bit different. He did really well to get to the first period.
Back out left for Tinker for his throw in here. He'll end up sending it back to Townsend. He's going to allow it to go back to him before kicking it first time. Rawson's looking to get it, goes over his top, just away, and it comes down to Grace Lack on the left. Ball back into the middle. O'Connor's lining up, drives it. What a goal! What a brilliant goal by Alex O'Connor! He hits it first time, drills it bottom corner. It's 1-1 here, and you're not going to see many better than that.
Season from visiting teams, but Alex O'Connor, he must have been all of 30 odd yards out, certainly 20.
Well, Alex O'Connor's usually up there for the votes at the end of the season.
Belted it.
But what an effort that is from the Australian.
Flew past David Robson, he didn't stand a chance. And it's Trinity 1, Stocksbridge.
And that, you can't ask for a better strike than that to get you back into the game. And now, do Stocksbridge dare to dream of more?
7 minutes, the equaliser coming here at the Gainsborough Stadium. How are your nerves?
1-1
Is
here.
there an opportunity? There will be an opportunity to get a winner.
And now Stocksbridge they're trying to get the Stocksbridge players back in position
Will it come?
because they were out of it. I think they got a bit excited by
Who will it come
that
to?
goal.
Does Trinity restart?
But now it's 1-1 with just 2 minutes left of normal time, plus whatever added time we get.
Absolutely fizzed it into the bottom corner. David Robson.
Ball forward, headed away into the middle. Eagleton will get it forward. Rawson will challenge, but then knocks away again. Wilkinson knocks it over, looking for Marshall, headed away. Headed on now by Johnson, returned back to him though. Wilkinson trying to press a Simpson, knocks it forward. Owen chests it down into the middle. That's too easy though for Helliwell, who gets it. Gets past a lunging Turner. That'll be a test of his groin that's injured. Williams are crowded out, and Turner just will try to get it away, but it only goes back to Johnson. Stocksbridge have been all over Gainsborough since, going 1-0 down, and now Gainsborough has to press forward themselves. As obviously Stocksbridge are not really set for defending, that's the only concern here. Ball on the left, ball into the middle, cleared away. And then all the way out, Rawson will look to hold this up. On the right hand side, sends one down the channel to Chase. Will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Stocksbridge haven't taken their time with it. Yeah. 1 minute of normal time left. Barnsley look like they may be winning it late. They're 3-2 up on Leighton Orient. Davis Keeler Dunn, the goal scorer. Ball launched forward, headed back though by Boutroy, returned down by Turner to the right hand side. Rawson comes off his back and then played out into the midfield. Gainsborough will win it. Helliwell got it back to Boutroy, and there's a foul on the back of Helliwell. Free kick. Oh, hang on to your seats for this one, because this is going to be a hell of a finish. I can feel it.
David Robson knocks it
Robson
long.
going forward.
There's not long to go.
Muller heads it on. Owen heads it back. Contested on the left. It goes back. Wilkinson just going to allow that to go out for a throw-in. Parkgate 2 up on Eccleshill. Liam Tomlinson, the goal scorer.
Jeff tells us it's Charlie Parks is the man of the match.
Blythe Spartans have equalised against Hallam FC. Paul Dudgeon has scored. While Prescott have gone 2-0 up on Guiseley. Looks like it might have been an own goal because there's no goal scorer. 5 minutes at a time in this one. As Rawson looks contested, but wanted a foul. But Turner clears on. Graysock tucks it on for Wilson, but he's going to go back to Bradshaw, who he's got to keep the ball. Great dribbling from Bradshaw. Looking for Wilson on the right. Wilson goes on the right. He slips there at a crucial moment. It goes out for a goal kick. That's frustrating. Wilkinson almost in there. Man who scored over 30 goals for Goldcar last season. Only was one none yet in the Northern Premier League. 30 seconds into added time. Ball going forward. Good header away by Owen. Return, and it's just going to bounce and eventually go out for a throw-in to Gainsborough. Ooh, this is a new one, because this could go either way here at this point. As a throwing back there from Simpson, appealing for a foul throw-in. You don't see him given very often, as it's back with Robson now. Sends it forward. Mulhern bringing it down well on the right, trying to keep it in, does well. Well in from Rawson, and now Bradshaw will break. Bradshaw out to the right, look at Grayslack. Grayslack just can't keep the ball there, and now Simpson will take it forward. Ball over the top. Marshall's back defending. It's played by times, appeals that he was out of his area, but the referee does not agree. Turning it forward, looking for Wilkinson. Headed out to the right, but as it's returned to Wilkinson, goes out to Rawson, takes it down, takes a shot, takes a deflection, just wide! Thought it was a deflection, it's going to be given as a goal kick. Rawson not far off finding what could be the winner.
David Robson's already on the goal kick.
Launch it forward, Robson. Both teams are rushing. Both teams want winners. Both teams need winners. Gainsborough want promotion. We want to stay up. Both need the 3 points to help in those aims. As it is out for a Gainsborough throw-in.
Huge thanks to the sponsors today
Back to
who've joined us for hospitality. The ball sponsors: Chris, the mindset coach, CIC, the bronze sponsor,
launching the ball forward. Being held up here by Williams. Chasing the middle. Williams will keep it. Williams is looking for the shot. Tackle goes in. No free kick given, and I think the Steels have got a bit lucky with that as it goes all the way back to Robson. Robson boots it out first time.
Charlie Parks.
Right, Eagledon, the strong header away, and then returned out forward. Looking for Theo Williams, and then that big contested one there. Stockton eventually do get it away, knocked on by Bradshaw, and Wilton peels off on the right. He stride the spectacular. He shouldn't have done so. It's collected by Robson. Sending it forward, out to the right. Simpson looks to get it, but Tinker will head it away. Rawson just a bit slow to it, but he does get it in the end. He does turn well, Rawson, but just passes it back now to Johnson. Johnson going forward. Sideways now to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's being forced back. Good pressure from Alex O'Connor, the goal scorer. Out to the left. Forward now To left now to Dubutroy, who loses the ball. Now O'Connor has it. Stocksbridge back on the ball, back in the midfield. Launched forward by Turner. Wilkinson tries to get control of it, but can't do so. Back in defence will go back to Robson. Gainsborough look like they're the more likely to get any winner in this game. As Bradshaw starts to press on the defence, as the ball goes forward, looking for Mulhern. Tinker heads it back into the midfield, but well won by Turner. Gets it out to the left to Bradshaw. Wilson needs to sprint forward here, but I don't know if he's got the energy to do so. Bradshaw on the left, trying to cut into the midfield, and he gets the free kick there from the foul off Johnson. 3 minutes and 50 seconds have now elapsed as we get closer to the end of this one.
The Cal Group Stadium, as the opportunities that come now will be the last ones that we see, and the free kick.
Big chance for the Seals to make something
for
from
Curtis Taylor, the substitute for Stocksbridge Park Steels. 1-1 it is here.
1-1 with a free kick to come in. Here comes the ball. It's not a very good one, and it could be a counter attack, but actually Wilson's the great slide tackle to stop that. Gracelight's chasing after, but it's cleared by Jackson. Eagledon will deal with it, gets it out to the right. Marshall has it now. He's been in right back for a lot of this game since coming on. Marshall out to the right. He's an overlapping option, but Swell's going to go into the middle here to Turner. Turner thinking about the shot. He's going to try and find Wilkinson, but blocked and cleared out to the left. And it's going to go back to Simpson, who clears it upfield. Owen will head it away over the top of Mulhern. And Turner will get it. Can Stocksbridge? There's not long left. Can they understand? He's just all short pass. Bradshaw gets a foot in. Simpson will carry it out, and he carries on forward. He's brought down free kick Gainsborough. This might be the last moment of the match. This free kick to Gainsborough on the halfway line. 5 minutes have elapsed.
What do they say? Muck or nettles? Throw it in, touch and sink the whole lot. Goalkeeper's up.
So can Stocksbridge? Everyone is back to the Steels.
He's on the halfway line. As soon as we can
they just need to defend this, and the point is here, ours. Oh, it's a good looking ball to the far side. Headed out to the middle, volleyed up into the air. Stocksbridge will head it out the box, cleared away by Bradshaw, and that is that. It's a draw that will feel like a win for the Steels, because they were 1-0 down thanks to that goal from Tisha Tunta-Warner. I thought there was a whipper offside. I thought I was sure about it when it happened. We'll look back on the replay to see. But an incredible goal from Alex O'Connor levelled the game. It's an equaliser here, and the Steels have a point just in their last game before Christmas. Thank you very much to everyone who has been listening over this, well, not just for this game, but over the last year, really. We will see you on Boxing Day when we travel to Leek Town, where we'll hopefully get back to winning ways. But today, what a confidence boost that was. Thank you very much for listening. Good night.